myself be called What's-Her-Face.
Like,
That was interesting.
Anyway, we are currently starting...
Well, it's not live, so if we say anything.
I mean, it is live.
It is?
Yeah.
It's live,
I'm
but
not
now it's a
recording this and
camera.
uploading it later. I don't want to think about that. It's cool. We are, in fact, live. Hey.
Yeah, but they can't see us.
Alright,
Hello.
alright.
So it doesn't
So should we start
matter.
recapping?
Hello to all the nobody who's watching this, because all my viewers are here in this room.
Oh, that's true.
For future generation, Ben.
So this is Ladies Night Out. It's a D&D series I've been doing with all of the viewers of the other D&D series. And I decided this does take place within the Bards MacGuffin universe. Just
There are two Goliaths?
yes, there are. One you've actually met. One's skilled.
Oh.
Remember, this takes place in the past.
Yeah.
By the way, we need to get
And we
rid of
move
her soon.
forward.
We have to get rid of her
Towards-
soon.
Because
Everyone-
otherwise,
move backwards.
our timelines will not match up.
Yeah,
I think
we
there's
gotta
still
get rid of her.
there's like still
Well,
like a month and a
she
half.
goes on a different boat than us. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a month
technically
and a
half.
today
It
It
she
is
was fine.
currently the 17th of March, and then in the Bards MacGuffin, it is the
Well, when does she have to get there?
Well, skilled was there in like session 6 for them. So
Yeah.
like the 23rd of March. So we have all about a week
Oh, okay. Huh.
for her to get lost.
That's
Well,
fine.
that's
She
the-
could get
And
on a
it's a
different
3-day
boat.
voyage,
Yeah.
assuming mild issues and a tiny crew.
and I think Miranda was there earlier before they attacked. So
Anyway,
she needs
so
to
let
get
me catch
out
you
to
guys up on
Assuming no crash.
Alright.
on the plot. So, first things first, the group that would eventually be known as the B Team, all met at in Stonekeep, the only town where anything ever happens, because I'm not good at coming up with things on the fly, except for
Sarah?
no,
No, that was me. No, our
Yes.
the one you weren't involved with, Cards Against Goblinoids.
Oh.
I looked at the wrong person. Yeah, that happened in Tornville.
Now that's
Oh,
something.
okay.
That's something I'm not looking
Because
for
I'm looking
being
at it
part of.
and it's a city nearby wilderness and also near a port. So that works. Update the wiki, guys. Alright, so
Not Weevil Wiki.
Yes, we do. It
Yeah.
hasn't been updated in a long time. I've been checking.
we need to update it.
You run Bards
I've been
MacGuffin.
checking.
We have not been keeping up with Bards MacGuffin.
I
There's
know.
too much. We
I
will
know.
miss.
It's 4 hours of stream and you have over 25.
Yeah.
It's
So-
too long.
Alright.
So we need to get together and you need to write Bards MacGuffin. We'll
Yeah.
do Ladies
Imagine
Night
Well,
Out.
if it makes
Yeah,
you
we
feel
should.
any better, the goat's
I was
gone.
tiring.
Alright, so
Anyway, so
Back.
meanwhile, Narya, our Goliath barbarian, pictured here with the surfboard, she had a map and a vendetta against her stupid ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
guess it is.
So,
Take a wild guess.
meanwhile, at the same time, Smee charged in because some thief stole a book. I swear it's a different guy. But he was blue, and blue people are missing 5. I'm kidding. Some thief stole 3 books of great importance to the library. The exact identity of those books is 4. Whatever. 4 books of importance to the library. The exact
I
nature of
didn't
those
remember
books,
that.
not exactly known. But some of the runes on the map that Nari had and some of the symbols in the books that were stolen coincided. So they decided, hey, we'll team up. Meanwhile, Eliana, a Dragonborn Battlemaster, is like, hey, you guys are going on an adventure and I want in. Then a child appears and like, hey, my parents don't love me. Please love me.
Take me on an adventure.
Take me on an adventure. I have servants.
And we're like, you have money? Come along.
We'll use a child for their inheritance. It's fine.
Yeah.
Why don't we do story and then we each individually do like summaries of our characters?
Well,
Okay.
it's too late now.
Anyway,
A bit, but-
so they apparently smoked some crazy shrooms because they had crazy dreams that night.
Also, we fought flying snakes.
They fought flying snakes and
First day, and when
in the
we're
real
not
life.
ready for this, we
and
went back
yeah,
to the
went
town.
back to the town. Let's see. Eventually, they also met up with a sorceress who likes alcohol and is kind of almost an Irish stereotype, except that she doesn't show up long enough to be a stereotype because Daniel's constantly busy.
Yeah.
So anyway, eventually
Comes
they
like
made their way
3
to the
times.
Tower of Lore, which Rhea, the child character, was familiar with.
We
Child
shall
is
do.
relative. She is an elf. She has not declared herself to be an adult yet at the age of
43.
43. So somewhere around the turn of her first century, she'll probably consider herself an adult.
Not so.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm about the equivalent of a 10-year-old.
Yeah. So she went to the temple, the Tower of Lore. Lore being her god as a knowledgeman cleric. They met with some interesting individuals, including a skilled beastmaster, a Goliath ranger, and a monk by the name of Reagan.
Is that somebody from the Bars of Gavin?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Seem very invested for someone who's not involved.
So, after Reagan single-handedly kicked the crap out of every member of the party and
Okay, no, I remember him, the Winter Soldier guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Okay.
Yeah, not Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
It's like he's not Captain America.
yeah,
Mine not Winter Soldier.
yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that happened. They got more intel. They also encountered a wild magic zone where Smee shrank 9 inches,
Yeah.
which
Coming-
is almost the maximum amount you can shrink, I believe.
Do you want to explain why?
On
do
the
that
map,
on
there are
some-
several glyphs, and where they were on the map, there was a glyph. It's not on this one; it's on the hand-drawn one.
No, it
Uh,
is.
Really?
It's just tiny.
You're just tiny.
No,
Okay.
he is. I'm
Yeah.
8 feet tall. I'm the
Okay.
biggest one here.
Gotcha.
Look at my little character.
And yeah, shrank a whole lot. They explored around the Tower of Lore before they went back on. They encountered a ridiculous amount of giants in a couple of sections.
Unnatural amount of giants.
They just kept rolling giant encounters. They killed one.
Also, we kept rolling Manticore encounters, but he decided
it.
not to give us the Manticores.
Yeah,
we did
because
once.
after the first, like, what, 1 or 2 of them, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, we're done with Manticores.
Yeah.
One of these glyphs on the side looks like Gengar.
Which one?
Gengar the Pokemon?
They
Yeah.
they could easily
Yeah, it
be
does.
an actual
Looks
thing.
like
I ran out of
That's a
ideas for glyphs, so I just went online and went random things and
She also used some tribal tattoos.
Yeah.
Also, as a thing.
So,
the old
they
Biohazard
traveled through the mountains to get to Mount Montaho, to the docks, so they could leave this area, which triggered a whole lot of terrible memories for Smee, who felt in a worse mood than she had been throughout the rest of the time. She ran into
That
Eric
says
Kokros and
something.
air elementals, which again triggered childhood PTSD. And she decided to attack the generally neutral or even well-meaning Aarakocra because of some bad experiences she had with a few individuals. And she decided to judge the race as a whole. Great person. Anyway.
Are you telling me racism exists here too?
Yep.
yeah.
To be fair, it's more because we were on that mountain and
Anyway.
that they were Aarakocra. But it was because they were Aarakocra and they
Ariana
were on
ran.
that mountain.
They
She
met
only
a
ran, I
sad,
think, back
lonely old dwarf who was missing several teeth, fingers, toes, pride, ego, self-worth, house,
Aren't we all?
Meaning in life.
meaning in life, yeah.
I built a teepee.
Built a
Great.
teepee. There was some romantic tension briefly between Skilled and
Until
and-
my whole
and Arya.
party
Until-
told me no, I cannot go hang out with Shield for the day.
No, it's just that there were 2 lizard people who said no, frankly, and then everyone else was less enthusiastic. Anyway,
You got told off by a couple lizard people?
Yes, these lizard people.
anyway,
Lizard King.
so they moved on, and now they're in Montaho, and they decided that they're going to go and hang out at the do a shopping episode. And my sister just walked in, so the dog's going nuts. So they're like, hey, we're having our shopping episode. All we need is a beach episode, a bathhouse episode, and a love triangle episode, and we have the whole anime filler arc.
We haven't done the love triangle yet.
We don't
I
need to do
know.
the love
Do you
triangle.
have Torrance
Yes,
character
we
sheet?
do.
He could be here.
He's
I know
see
his
the
stats
pirate
well
you
enough.
made?
Good enough.
You made a generic pirate for today.
Hang on.
I saw.
Wait. So yes, go ahead and find your. Where's my other character
That's it.
bags?
I give the
Oh,
bags.
they're under
Where's
here.
the box?
So go
we
ahead and
asked
find
them around.
Torin. I believe he should be in there.
Wait, hold it. Is Torin?
Question.
Were you really using Torin?
Sure, why not?
Awesome.
Anyway,
Which girls are involved with this love triangle?
I have no idea.
we'll find out.
If you have a
If
child,
it's them,
you have a guy who would have to flirt with a guy, and then you have two giants.
if it's me
Do I
and
not
Rhea,
have
they're gonna hate each other for even liking the same person.
I'm not working. She's a
Like,
child.
I'm a child.
keep
She's
looking
a
at
child.
that.
Second of all, I don't do good with social encounters.
She's an elven child, but she's also like in traditional
no.
years older.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
that
I'll
wouldn't
get your
work.
generic one.
Well, character is
Depends who it is.
borderline gay.
Which means I can freaking go to the
You
bar
know,
and
I've
drink.
had bad experiences with men, okay? They tried to burn down my house. Guys aren't great. There's a
One
reason.
of them did.
There's a
flirt.
This isn't gonna work.
So, wow,
No
now
one said you had to
Ben, why
flirt.
did
We
you
have
say-
to
You get to
fight
do it
about
then.
it.
I don't know,
My
Colton.
character.
I
You
don't
and an
know.
NPC and another NPC.
So,
We're gonna have a harem
thanks for
anime
volunteering.
episode.
so,
Heck yeah, harem
Put your
anime.
character summaries down.
So, would you guys like to take over now that you guys were in the city? What happened when you were there? Oh yeah, you killed a dragon. I forgot
Yeah,
that
we killed a
big
dragon.
detail. You guys killed a
Where's the song,
a dragon,
Jacob?
a red dragon. Eliana
dragon, baby.
decided it was a young dragon.
You want to help
Eliana
me come up
decided
with chorus?
to take
No,
the fight
you're
herself.
hard.
I was
I
trying to
would.
distract it so my party could run, and somebody didn't get the memo.
Well, see, skilled like, oh no, friend in danger.
I told her to run!
That goes with my flaw. So she rushes across the battlefield to aid an ally at the first sign of trouble.
And then Rhea decided.
And then because
Shield
that
can't
happened,
die, so she took off.
Nario's like,
Everybody-
oh, well, hey, fight.
Not Rhea,
Also,
Maria.
I like Shield.
also, yeah,
And I
gotta
like
go there, gotta
Spencer.
impress her. And by impress her, I mean shove my greatsword into her abdomen, apparently.
I rolled 2 ones.
For a double attack, she rolled
I
two
mean,
ones.
Goliaths appreciate a feat of strength.
Yeah, yeah.
It's always,
As you throw a
it's
sword
always
into
nice
a
to
Anyway,
have a
person's
certain
remember
leg.
moment.
when
Killed the stone giant?
I had
There's a
the moment of
transfer
power
into
of rolling those 16d6 for the dragon's breath, which unfortunately it was targeting Eliana, was fire resist.
Yeah.
So
Fire
it
resistant,
didn't,
and
it
then
didn't
I-
feel that good.
Yeah.
But it still felt powerful, felt good. I got a taste of running dragons. I
Oh
wanted
yeah,
some
as he
more.
went.
Okay, yeah, so you know that
Video.
shirt Micah has where it says when the DM smiles, it's already too late?
Yeah.
He wasn't just smiling, he,
He
was
was
laughing.
laughing. Oh, yeah,
He was
I have the
cackling.
video.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. When you get to start rolling double digits of dice, you'll understand.
I know, but it scared me. It scared me
It's-
so much.
What's max on 16d6?
I don't know.
You're so tiny.
Guys, I am so much smaller than just her surfboard in this picture.
Anyway, so yeah, so you guys killed the dragon, and you guys got to town. And what do you guys want to say? What?
Technically, I've rolled a higher chance of a higher maximum than you.
Cool.
By 4.
Me and Nuria and Smee and I forget what her name.
Ardana.
Ardana, there we go. She hasn't been here in a while. Ardana went into a manhole to go find
To go find
find
a
a
necklace.
to
naked
go find
goblin.
some treasure.
I'm
There were a bunch
fine
of
for this.
goblins that Smee tricked into following our
Kobolds.
orders. Yeah,
Kobolds.
kobolds.
I'm gonna be a
It matters.
babysitter, aren't I?
In Nuria's eyes,
Yes.
they
A
were
little
all
bit.
just tiny
She only
dragons.
has 3, so you'll just
And
do 4.
Elena's yo.
They looked into getting dragon scale armor. We realized that was hecka expensive.
Yeah.
Although apparently Nario's like, hey, I want a dragon scale bikini.
Yes.
That's a priority.
What? I have a dragon scale bikini. Seriously.
Sure.
Anyway,
Well, if I'm gonna, I literally right now have the only thing that is made of dragon scales, which is the cloak, and I think it'd be
You know,
funny if
aside
I also
from the
made
dragon.
a bikini out of it, just a little bikini. It's not very big.
Bikinis usually aren't.
you know what's funny is if I ever am trying to design literally anything, and I go to my mom, I'm like, how about this? She's like, okay, well maybe, I don't know, that's too much ankle going on there. And then I ask actual girls, okay, what do you think? They're like, more! our belly.
4 characters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not
Anyway.
ourselves.
They say it specifically like that, Ben?
More.
What are the ages of the characters around here?
I'm 33.
I am
I
24.
just
Like
birthday.
Jesus.
Hang on.
24.
21.
24.
43.
Great.
How old is your character?
I'm 45.
Really?
Oh, you're 2 years older than mine.
You're really old.
Wait, which one?
I'm a lawyer. I don't go adventuring.
Why
This is an adventure.
Why did you make the lawyer a bard?
Homebrew subclass.
Oh my.
You're gonna see
No.
for the first time.
Yeah, we're playtesting.
Because,
why?
because the bard is
Because
already
we
Because the
need to
bard's
play
the
test.
social talker character.
Yeah.
and
and
has
then-
so many spells that make lawyering.
The only one that would
realize
even
I only
possibly
hired
make
her for
sense
the
would
day,
be wizard
though.
because
Yeah.
they study a
Okay.
lot, and that's come on, really.
Yeah,
I'll just drag
but
it along.
instead,
Yeah.
there's alternate uses of bard inspiration for things like objection and I
Mhm.
think sustained. You have to. No, sustained is you just have it.
Yeah.
But that's 14th level, and we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, her final 2 abilities are objection and sustained. And I'll just tell you what sustained is. If a creature has a resistance or immunity, they don't. Oh, you're a fire dragon. Ooh, I'm gonna cast Fireball, and he's gonna take it. He's gonna take it all. He doesn't have resistance. He doesn't have immunity. He's just gonna take it, and he's not gonna like it. It's gonna be very uncomfortable. But sustained.
That'd be horrible for my character because I'm immune to like everything.
Yeah.
Except psychic.
Except
No, you have resistance.
Resistance.
Don't
Yeah.
have
not
immunity.
basically immune.
It's
No.
basically 50%
Really
of
not.
I
that.
can
Immunity-
lift 2,000 pounds without trying.
Immunity is
so
100%. Resistance is 50.
Look, round
There
5
is a
up to
difference.
10 and 50 up to 100.
yeah, it's perfect.
Anyway,
Sure.
so
I
we had some beach games in the last session.
Which I wasn't
Uh,
here for, unfortunately.
Yeah. So you were actually kind of a not a ref, but you were there. There was like this
They
beefcake
didn't
guy.
let you.
Aw.
They didn't let you play. You
Because
would
I
have
don't
won
want to play as
everything.
you. But you can totally play now.
Okay, sure.
Basically, they had you as like the cheesecake model holding up the limbo,
Nice.
which
nice.
is like
yeah.
holding it up down here, and they had like the beefcake guy like holding up
Like-
the limbo.
you're like
And I
that
realize
one
how
girl on,
unfair limbo
Wheel of
is
Fortune.
when you're playing against a child, someone who's been magically shrunk, and a dwarf,
And a
Yeah.
kobold.
and a kobold.
Kobold play too.
All right. Let me see. Where are my beach games at?
We did make it to a 1.5 though. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
for the events, winning the Sandcastle tournament was actually. You know what? I need to get some music on for this.
4
Oh my gosh.
12, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a chorus.
Why can't we have some of this in Bard's MacGuffin? It's been too serious. Come on, Ben.
Okay, next session, beach
Filler
episode.
Are they even
I mean,
at a
we
beach?
do have to wait a month.
Yeah, beach episode.
Why not?
Love triangle, bathhouse episode.
I mean,
And
we've
shock
had the
episode.
love triangle.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
Say love triangles really easy
Cool.
now.
So,
And 2 of them were the same body.
For those of you listening to the podcast, everyone is collectively facepalming.
so,
Not
Um,
everyone. Don't lie to
Yes,
me.
everyone.
You.
so
Not really
the
face
winner
palming.
of the Sandcastle competition was Rhea.
Pass me those chips,
The
please.
winner of the chicken match was Team Draconic. Smee won Limbo on account of being shorter than everyone else.
I was taller than the kobolds and the dwarf.
True.
Winner of beach volleyball was the B team. The winner of the tug of war match was also the B team. Winner of the fish eating contest was Eliana. All that's left are the 2 large events, the surf competition and Ruckpole's drag race.
Where we actually drag.
Yeah, I'm sitting that one out.
No cars involved.
So, as people are waiting.
Come on, you're training to be a barbarian.
Yeah, I'm
This is
gonna just
good
do it on the
training.
beach on my own.
I'm training him.
Also,
Her.
Smee inspired the
Whatever.
kobold for tug of war. Won Limbo, and then Rhea got the winning shot for the B team's volleyball
Oh, yeah.
match. So keep that in the back of
You're
your head.
supposed to look for bad things to say about me, but unfortunately, you can't really find any right now. Yeah.
You're short.
Look at the little go-go.
Necessarily have to be
Grass
bad
is short.
The
Just
whole
like
point
you.
is you're just supposed to go around and like narrate everything she does in song, but that's a lot of work. So I understand if you don't actually want to do that.
So
But
you
it
want
would
your
be
friends
funny
to
to
do
just
that.
talk
That's what she
behind
does.
her.
Just generally be annoying.
Basically, sass Jacob.
Yeah. That's your entire job.
After last session, I got that down.
Okay, so as you guys are,
You okay there, Jacob? Look a little uncomfortable.
I think he was mostly uncomfortable
Joking on my
with
kick out.
your character's reaction to being stabbed.
I wasn't stabbed, I was shot.
You were stabbed
Yeah,
from a
that was
distance.
really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Now, you genuinely were frightening, just a little bit.
Yes. Oh my
I
gosh.
was really impressed. You played the character
You're like,
really well.
so good.
anyway, but that's not the kind of dungeons we're exploring here. Moving on. So, as you guys are preparing for the surfing competition, did you just get it?
What? No.
Never mind.
I'm just imagining his character.
For the surf event, anything you guys want to do?
No. No.
Win.
Okay. Rhea's planning to win. She's hyped. She's doing push-ups in the sand. She's getting prepped. All the other bodybuilders are like, "Aw, that's
Do
adorable."
any of us actually have any skill in surfing? I don't think I've even
Dude,
been
who
near
here
the
has
water.
proficiency in athletics and acrobatics?
Wait.
Lauren.
Dang it! I have 50% of that,
I have 50%.
which if you
of
round
that.
up from 5 to 10, it's pretty much 50 to 100.
Well,
Acrobatics
as-
and what?
And
athletics.
Oh yeah, I have both. Oh yeah,
But you have proficiency in it.
I
It's
have
filled in.
proficiency in
And
athletics.
just the one.
Okay.
Not
So
acrobatics.
not both.
Well, you guys think that you can certainly try. It's a beach day, you know. It's not like giant sharks
Can
are
we go
thing.
What's
Practice?
the worst that can happen?
Anyway, as you guys are preparing, and you're actually there's a place where they're handing out surfboards, and they look at Nari like, "I'll check the back and see what we got."
Can I find a log?
Eventually, they come back with a giant one. Actually, what they do is they go to the shack where they're handing out surfboards.
Take that ball.
And they unbolt the display one, like the "Hey, Surf Shack" thing. They unbolt that one, like,
Smart.
just give that back, please.
That's really smart.
And as you guys are in line, you see there is a 6'2", 200-pound Caucasian, blonde hair, blue eye, little tiny man on his shoulder,
Spriggan's there.
and also
Alright,
Torin.
both me and Nerea. Hi.
Alright.
So you see
Is this Spriggan?
Yeah, little Spriggan.
Spriggan, yes, a 6'2", 200-pound, blonde hair, blue-eyed male.
Yes, blonde hair.
No, Torin does.
No.
But why does Torin have... I would like to direct you to your own sheet.
Yeah, at one point he had brown hair, at one point he had red hair, at one point he had black hair, and that's when I drew him. And then later on it's like, no, it's Captain America, it's blonde. Is it still blonde or is it black?
Yeah,
again?
right. could
I don't know.
It's
It's
brown.
a Neapolitan
It was
dye
brown.
with frosted tips.
Everyone just gave up and we dyed it pink.
Shaved his head.
No, he's obviously wearing a straw hat.
Oh,
Come on, Ben.
Yeah, straw hat. He's got some sunblock on his nose. Anyway,
Do you want us to talk to this person? Are they in front of us?
I don't know,
No
but
more than you would talk to the
man, he's an attractive guy. If you want a love triangle to happen.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's a little short and there's an extra dude on his shoulder. No, thank you.
Because he's already in a relationship.
Yeah, he's already in one.
A very close one. They're inches apart already.
Inseparable, even.
Or
One
technically,
would
with
like to
Spriggan,
think.
you only need one other person for a love triangle. It doesn't have to be a love triangle between us two. Michaela volunteers. No! I can't afford!
You're the only one who can.
Because Torin needs a
No,
dragon.
I can't!
Giant
Torin is into justice.
Child.
child. Backstory.
Backstory.
Yeah, backstory.
You're the only one who's open for this thing, Michaela. Come on, you gotta branch
Honestly,
yourself
the only
out.
person who would have a single thing in common with him here would be the lawyer.
Oh wait. Oh, still can happen.
Hey, NPC love triangle.
Let's sit back and watch Ben flirt with himself.
Like every other day.
Hang on. There's a thing. Thank you. Thing I need.
Ben's on
Also
mission.
checking out.
Ben's on a mission to flirt with himself.
No, No, I'm not on a mission. I've already accomplished that.
Every
Also,
morning,
as
in front of
you
the
guys
mirror.
are there, you see a not Brother Patron, but someone who could easily be Brother CrossFit's cousin. A
We
ripped,
haven't met Bratton.
I
For a second
know,
there, I thought it was a horse head. Until I looked closer.
Yeah. Is it
a
like
ripped
dragon?
silver
No,
head,
it's
Brother
Dragonborn.
CrossFit.
silver
It's a
dragonborn.
Silver Dragonborn.
Oh, geez, you're the top of the love triangle.
Michaela! It's a dragonborn!
Hang on. Who else do I have?
Literally just
I mean, they can't come to me. I can
a
Fusro
love
dot them away.
Find me a giant and we can talk.
Shield. You have a shield.
You already found plenty
You
of
all
times.
said no to me dating Steele.
I
because
agree.
Steele's a
I
girl.
say no.
I say no.
I say no.
It's
We're
just
half
rebel.
half.
that's a little.
I'm
What?
a lawyer.
What do you say?
I am lawful neutral.
Never in my life
Oh.
have I been assigned someone. I mean,
Well,
my mom's tried multiple times, but we won't talk about that. Same with my father. We also don't talk about that because he's 30 and it's weird.
Your dad or the person who's assigned?
I'm thinking the person because they would have had the kids very young. Who's
And-
that one?
That is
Totally not
Silver
Thanos.
dragon.
totally not Thanos, but hey,
Totally not
a
Thanos.
giant dude with, divorced dad energy going on. Kind of got a Bruce Willis look, kind of going on. Anyway,
I was just assigned to be the love triangle for this.
hey, no, I'm just providing options.
I'm just gonna Fusro dot them away if they come at me. Thunderwave, go.
Actually, no. I was assigned by everybody else but you.
You know, Thunderwave is great. It's like Fusro dot, but in 360 degrees.
Oh, it's a concept. Dang it.
And for those of you interested, there is a generic shirtless dude, bro.
Oh, generic. Let's go.
Oh,
vanilla.
You should know that if you tried to cast Fireball at Torin, there's a good chance it would do 0 damage.
Okay.
Okay,
What if I try to
so-
cast Fireball?
The Shield
Spriggan?
Master feat is overpowered.
but he doesn't
So
have
has
it
to
yet.
survive.
If you want to generically
one.
flirt
Oh, you got
with
that?
a
You got
dude
Shield Master
with
level
me,
one?
we'll
Okay.
call it a single episode flirting.
Also, what do you think he's...
Sorry, I'm
shirts
late.
on?
I didn't want to come.
Yeah.
It's an awesome shirt. I like that
I thought
shirt.
it was
All right, so anyway,
Even better if you were late.
now that the
We're all here at the
the
same
buffet of
time.
beefcakes has been laid before you, you may choose or not choose to partake. Love Triangle doesn't have to today or ever, but if you want to complete the anime.
Third
arc.
episode.
Fine. I'll do it.
I mean, okay, wow. I mean, if you don't want to, you don't have to be forced into a love triangle, because that means I have to force somebody else into a love triangle too.
Ask that. Tell that to them.
Okay.
There's...
Torn, flirt with Skilled.
Yes!
Wait. How is that a love triangle?
Because there's a person on his shoulder.
Anyway,
There are people
Spriggan
fighting for
wants
the
skill.
same
This is
man.
my friend Spriggan. He looks like this.
Hello, you see my friend
So
Torrin?
sad what happened to Spriggan.
Yeah, he died, right? Well,
No, he got
or is he still
Almost
stuck,
a year.
stuck in a bottle?
He's stuck in a
stuck in a bottle.
somewhere.
Was
And then it was
used
like,
as
Spriggan is gone. I'm like, what happened? He goes, oh, he got transported somewhere.
capital
And
he
literally
refers
I-
went subatomic.
to a realm of depression and
He
sadness.
did not tell me that, so I'm watching it like, okay, whatever. And then that happens. I immediately text him screaming at him like, what?
So,
And it's Sue's fault, right?
Mm-hmm.
No,
No.
it's not Sue's fault.
It's him,
Um,
Sue's fault?
It's obviously
No.
Gregory's fault.
okay,
It's no,
it's as
Spriggan's
much
fault.
Sue's fault as it's anyone else's fault in the room except for Lilith, because she had no idea what was happening. That they could have stopped him from doing it, and in that essence, it is technically like they are affiliated to the situation.
Okay.
But he made a
Wow.
decision to
This
draw
is some
his
heavy
negligence.
Watchmen morality stuff.
He made a
What's
decision to draw.
negligence?
Nobody gets
He made a
around.
decision
his
to
own
draw
decision.
a card,
Mhm.
and he is older than all of them there.
Yeah, he made his own decision.
But anyway,
Was negligence.
I mean, yeah, but like, also, most of these characters' lives have negligence.
Yeah, we normally don't actually start playing till 7.
Anyway,
So.
we have Torin, who's currently level 1. We have, who's now competing in the surfing competition because, of course, he is. So-
Not level 5 or level 6. Can't quite see that says, yeah, I'm level
Should be
6.
6.
I am 6, it's just not written down as 6, but I know I am 6.
Well, we're all 6.
We have. Would the lawyer like to join in on the festivities?
Well, she's got to kind of stay behind and make fun of somebody.
The lawyer is going to watch.
Okay.
This is the first time the lawyer's gotten out and about, not on business in a very long time. So
This is technically business. You've been hired.
Yeah,
It's true.
but to do something really stupid.
Yeah.
Like, you heard the proposition and went,
She agreed
that
to
sounds
it.
funny, I'll do it.
You were paid in advance 3 gold.
You're not going to get your money's worth.
No. Well, I didn't the last time. We'll see this time.
They're
But-
pirate people.
Pirate people. Let's go.
We now have a couple of generic chicks and several generic guys, and then all of you. Hang on, wait. I think the chicks still outweigh the dudes. Hang on, let me.
It looks like they're background dancers. I'll put it
Maybe
in.
they are.
Our
Um,
background.
So,
You're
Captain
behind
Vanilla
everything
over there
Based
is
on
actually triplets.
Oh, that's exciting.
Completely different team showed up for this event. Yeah. Anyway. So, Ruckpool himself appears. And then, okay, so who's ready for the surfing event?
Nah.
I am.
Let's go.
I'm going to go do strength training in the ocean special now.
Cool.
Can
All
I do
right.
that? Can I add a day?
I'll add beach activities as a day of strength training.
Awesome. 10 days and going.
are you sure
What
that
about all of our training then?
are you sure that you don't need some kind of supervision out there?
Yes, I'm very sure.
Are you sure? Are
I'm
your
very sure.
I tend to rocks on your
parents around somewhere?
Wow, hilarious and original. I haven't heard that before.
All
As
right.
I solemnly swear to murder him under my breath.
Her.
Can you
her.
move
You
other
assumed
such
gender wrong.
people over there?
Yeah, in that line.
In a line.
Does this body look like a man's body to you?
Why was that so funny?
All the
I don't
same,
remember if it's fitting or not.
Wait.
I promise a terrible fate under my breath.
Somebody's
Terrible
following you.
fate, haven't you?
All right.
Played that game.
So, the surfing competition is beginning.
Yay!
So, first up,
I want to get a stuffed animal.
They have
Um,
gold here, not
get out of
animals.
I just want to take a tiny stuffed animal.
go ahead and for anyone participating, just roll an initiative. I will find what defensive.
Ooh, that's funny. Oh, dang it.
15. Well, you still add stuff.
Okay,
to
hang
it.
on.
all the
Finish.
things.
25 to 20.
Why did you do that down?
21.
21?
24.
Okay, so, first, and, Skilled's gonna
There's
compete
a
because,
reason this isn't on camera.
Why not? It's her last day
why,
on the
why the
beach.
heck not, right?
Last day. Might as well.
Okay. Oh yeah. Sure, why don't you?
I'm impressed by how much you made the cover artwork look like an anime.
I mean, we had to go all out, right? Ooh.
Stop putting
You were
candy.
21?
Yes.
Stop it.
Goldfish.
No.
I love goldfish.
Oh, fireball.
Skilled does before you,
I'm a
please
giant.
22.
Fight me.
8d6.
Did she have a
Fight
fire
me.
resistance?
8d6.
I will still fight you.
20 to 15.
Immunity to fire.
It's not an immunity. Eliana is
Resistance.
15.
15?
Besides, I have that too, so you're not special.
Rude.
She has that
She
too.
has that too. You're very
Yeah, that's-
I know. I don't care.
All
You
right,
threatened me.
I'm the only normal one.
15 to 10.
People is 13.
I forgot you named it.
She's
Yeah, like,
actually 11.
10 to
It's
5.
like
Fifel from Fifels Goes West, only not.
11 days.
So you're 8, towards 8?
Well, 11
Hmm?
years.
What?
Initiative?
Oh, Torny's roll initiative?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what we
Um,
were doing.
13.
No, I'll put that out. Jacob, you surfing?
No.
Oh, well, you
No swimming.
Hi! Come join us!
I want this
She
one.
wants her
Awful,
dad to
awful.
social.
Awful. Alright. And awful.
Alright.
It's fine. It's not letting me any stupid syrup competition get in the way of your day at the beach.
Hence why we gave you a drink in your
Um,
hand.
Please move
You know, sometimes
Silver
you just gotta
Dragonborn
treat
and
yourself.
Ruckpool himself off of the
I'm watching that with my
out
parents
of
right now.
no.
No.
That's Torin.
I mean,
There we go.
I've seen
Yeah.
it before, but I convinced them to
Silver
watch
Dragon
The
Born
Office,
on
and after that, they wanted to see Parks
No,
and
he's
Rec.
just gonna
Sure, why not?
lay back, look pretty, and also
Oh,
not run headfirst into the water.
I don't even think my character knows how to swim.
Ron Swanson.
Friggin' would like to
probably
cast
the best.
invincibility on me.
Oh yeah.
Can you see that as level 1?
I assume he would be level 1 since he's been going places
Bad or
and
bad?
he's
That's weird.
many thousands of years old.
Wait,
it was
hold
for
up.
level 3 by the time you came together. It wasn't. Yeah, okay. Sure.
I'm gonna have to talk to Torin. 'Cause I recognize him from the description. I think. Does he have his 2 shields?
Ooh. He does.
Ooh.
Well,
I recognize Torin.
he's kind of pitched him like a tent off to the side as he's getting his surfboard out.
From the
We
dude
met the-
we
we-
Oh
fought
no,
with.
there's
Oh
past
my
his
gosh.
finish. Oh no!
Recognize
Oh no!
I actually need to be invested in this.
Oh my gosh. We'll be like, wait.
Alright, so first off, for the surfing, is Rhea.
Yeah.
So,
How does
actually,
this work?
as you're
Hold out
looking
my
out,
board and look at the ocean and go, okay, what do we do?
you see Steve. Steve Irwin's there.
Yay!
He's actually like doing a bit of a training for some of the other videos. Like, don't worry about this. I'll teach you exactly how to do this. So
Can I
he
teach?
gives
Can
you-
I learn too?
Sure thing.
Yes!
So he gives you a bit of a walkthrough of paddling out there, waiting for their element, standing on, and it's a matter of balance and athleticism to keep your way all the way down to the wave,
Sweet, thanks, Steve.
and not being eaten by giant sharks. Anyway,
Thank you,
so I want you
Oh,
to
it's coming.
It
make an athletics check.
looks like you might need a bit of help with this, so I will try to assist you in any way that I can. And you can add a d8 roll to any roll
What
within
level are you?
10 minutes.
What level?
One.
Wait, the thing is, how does she have a D8?
Is it Spriggan or?
No, that's Sarah.
The
Oh,
lawyer?
that's Sarah. How,
Okay.
how many levels is Sarah?
Several,
Several? Oh,
No.
just so you can use the
because homebrew, and I want to try something out.
you just want to playtest it, and that's why. Okay.
Partially, yes. Also, that was the ceiling deal to get Kelton here tonight.
Alright.
Because he gets to play the lawyer. Because we came with the class together. Anyway.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Was that a
So
1?
it's a 5,
Oh, it's a
4,
four.
and 2.
Yeah, okay. So you paddle your way into the ocean, and Steve just kind of like push this a little further out. You start waiting, you start seeing a wave start to come up. I want you to do a nature check.
Wipe out, wipe out, wipe out. This is in character. Wipe out.
Great. Well, that's a 2. And teacher's 6, so 8.
8. This wave looks
Well, so do I.
like a wave?
No,
Sure,
I know.
go for it.
Wipe
Alright.
out, wipe out.
So-
wipe out.
As you go in,
Aren't you supposed to be doing exercise or something?
Yeah,
I'm
we're swimming.
egg beatering, and when you're not using your arms,
Egg
I mean, you've never played water polo. That's a thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You hold your.
I thought you were just making
Yourself.
up.
Is that
Oh,
where
using
you just
one of
like
your
do this with your legs?
Yeah.
You spin them in circles. Okay.
alright. You pop back up. I need you to make another athletics check.
This is really good. Okay, that's 8 again. That's
Alright. As the waves start coming, you start stepping back up and you start guiding yourself into the waves, starting to ride the crest and start pushing back towards the shore. I need to make an athletics check. Or sorry, acrobatics check. To keep your balance and not fall off.
better at those. That's total. Wait.
8?
Total 21.
Oh, 21?
22.
She's tiny, so her balance
Alright.
is pretty good. Is that how that works? I don't
So as you begin
No.
heading down,
Yes.
I need to erase a
I've
whole lot
never
of stuff.
gone surfing. I have no idea.
know. We tried, is it boogie boarding? It's not as fun.
Alright.
I've also done skimboarding.
And that's how I found out you're supposed to wax the skimboard before you start.
We didn't know. We just threw it on the water and
Uh,
tried.
Yeah, and I'm like, I
You-
don't understand why this isn't
You
working.
keep a nice steady balance as you coast back into the shore.
Saving throw.
All right, that's our first contestant of the day.
Woo, go Raya!
Next
Well, I could
up,
cast Bane on you.
next up we have skills.
Oh.
I am exercising.
All right, so skilled
Go
In the water.
heads up.
I always wonder what the bear's doing.
He's currently
Wow,
Yeah,
she's
surfing as well.
the bear
And
is
is much
currently
better than you.
at
It's like those
the edge of the water, like.
I want to pet its face and make it feel fine.
Bear feels not fine. Skilled
Oh,
with
I
an athletic check to swim her way out into the ocean. All right.
Skill gets a critical fail. Skill dies. Oh no, time paradox.
No.
She dies.
Her
Her
twin
twin
sister
sister appears.
Yeah.
She's gonna make her nature check to see if she can catch a find a good wave.
Prince who has, who, despite all improbability, has the exact same backstory in major life
And
events.
there.
And keeps the bear.
No. She steals her identity, so nobody knows she's actually the twin.
Yeah.
And neither does the
And
bear.
kills you all, so you never know the difference. Anyway, and that's how Lisa
He's
ends.
not strong enough for
ends.
that.
Her twin is.
Oh gosh.
She's gonna make another athletics check as she's riding up on top of the wave, heading back in. As she gets there, she stumbles and kind of falls down a bit. And she's gonna make a not an acrobatic check. She's gonna make a dex save.
Hey Ben, whatever happened to your cousins?
Yeah. Well, first of all, they're not actually my cousins technically, but they're my cousins, sisters, friends, family. Also, I have no idea where they are yet. They haven't shown up yet. So anyway, and they might be going straight to grandma's house. I don't know what's going on. All right, and she kind of coasts gently back to shore. Kind of like on hand knee on the board. That she took a bit of a dive earlier, almost very close to actually falling straight in. All right, next up is Naria.
Woo! Bring it on, water.
You just walk over to the shore and be like, I drank you for breakfast.
I'm on a liquid diet. I'm really lacking calories. It's a problem. Please help. I am not a dietitian. I think that druid was full of crap. I want my money back.
With published version.
And let me tell you, the leeches don't work. Don't do the leeches.
So make an athletics check. Heading out.
Alright. Here we go. Where's my
This is from Sunshine?
Nope. This is from Incompetech.
22.
22.
I'm strapped.
All right. You with strong strokes begin pushing yourself into the ocean. Make a nature check to find a good wave.
Yay. 15. That's the best one so far.
Okay.
I don't have dice.
We brought extra.
That'll work.
I'm overwhelmed.
Here.
These ones are sparkling
Take
purple.
the dice.
Okay. You see what gives me a pretty good wave. You start making your way towards that. Make another
Actually, no,
athletics
these
check
ones hate me. I'll take those.
to pop up.
You've never used those.
These? Oh, they just look like the ones?
Yeah,
Yes,
just look like
those just look like the ones.
22.
I'm just like,
Okay,
never mind.
Oh
Never
boy.
mind.
Over here, you're still being racist.
And
The dice hate me.
make an acrobatics check to kind of keep your balance coasted down.
22.
These dice do not hate me as much.
All
Music,
right.
man.
You catch a really nice wave. You start riding it all the way down a long trough, and then gradually back to the beach.
Woo! First time in the water.
There's some applause and cheering for you.
Not with my friends.
You've never been in the water before?
No.
We're golf clapping for you. I'll have you know.
Mine was the best wave yet, okay? You guys
Okay.
need to be more
Next up,
impressed.
it is Dude Bro. It's Vanilla of the Vanilla Triplets.
Yay!
He's gonna make
Go
his
Dude
athletics
Bro.
check. All right.
They're all named Vanilla. just
It's because
pronounced
I have the
different ways.
rainbow board.
He's going to make his nature check. He's
Vanilla
paddles
spelled
his way out into
different
the
ways.
ocean. A fair
Vanilla
way.
spelled in different ways.
No, just
Uh,
pronounced in
goes
different
for
ways.
it.
It's all
We're in a
spelled the
surfing
same.
competition against a Pokemon team.
Yeah.
Vanilla and vanilla.
Does that make Torin the gym leader? Alright, so he's gonna make his nature check. Ooh. He looks, goes for a wave, seems to be a promising wave, stands up, and the wave's already past him.
Aww.
He is disqualified.
Oh, they don't even let him wait for the next one?
Nope, because there are 5 more of these generic people to go through, and I do not have the time.
Alright,
Either do
disqualified.
any of us.
Eliana.
Is Torin
Eliana's
surfing?
up. Yeah.
Okay.
He's the
Real
last of the
question,
not
okay.
generics.
The real question though is
Make your athletics
How
check to
big is
swim
the
out into the ocean.
how big is
Athletics.
that?
9.
He's riding
Alright.
on top of my hat.
You slowly paddle your way.
Just getting
You're not really used to
like the basic
deep water, per
It's
se.
about, where
Um,
it just comes in and
but
it
you-
just
you
starts to
paddle
crash
your
with
way
the
out
other
to
small
it.
ones.
make a nature
And
check
you
to
win
catch a good wave.
because those ones are just giant to him.
That is better.
Wow, this guy's riding a relative tsunami.
19.
19. Alright, you see what appears to be a pretty good wave, and you get ready to push yourself up for it. Athletics check again to get yourself up prepared for that wave.
17.
Alright, you pop yourself up, you start to ride the wave, it starts getting tricky, you start needing to balance more as you start to coast back to the surf.
Does the tail
Acrobatics.
help?
Acrobatics.
Well, that depends. Is she a half dragon or a dragonborn?
Nat 20.
Nice!
I'm a dragonborn, so
Well,
technically
20
I do not.
plus.
No, nat 20.
Nat 20.
You don't add anything to nat 20 outside of
Automatic
initiative.
What if you get to like 22? What's even the point of going all the way to 22?
You only add
Bragging rights.
Tide.
Uh,
And nat 20 is crit, so it's better than 22.
Even if you get like 24 or 25.
According to the
Nat 20.
according to the player's handbook, it's an automatic success.
And, I don't know if it's in the Dungeon Master's
Or
guide or
if
player's
it's
handbook,
not
but
in the
the general rule of thumb is if the DM doesn't let you roll for it, that means he doesn't want it to be possible to succeed. Anyway,
Some people say dragonborns have tails, others say they don't.
according to the book, they don't.
According to
Well,
the
I
But-
meant tails are supposed to help with balance.
Yeah.
I have tail.
Anyway,
But I'm a lawyer, so.
alright.
Seriously?
Also
People!
blue.
There's a tiefling?
People's up.
I could have had
Oh.
She's
wings.
a blue
She is
one.
now.
I thought, okay.
Athletics. I thought so too.
Sarah wasn't originally a tiefling, but
Wait.
okay.
No.
She's now.
Everyone
Sarah
just kind
was
of
a human for the mini because I didn't want to think of anything, but
See, what happened was
Ben
you
wants
hired
to-
my roommate, but then she got sick, so I decided to fill in.
either that or somebody pranked you with an awesome disguise self.
Sure.
Okay.
It's believable. Sarah's a very common name.
Hi, you.
I mean, technically,
People,
technically it's not
athletics.
even my full name. So.
And I may have just called her Sarah just so I can go, good job, Sarah. Good job.
Good job.
So this little kobold, like a crocodile, like a red orange
Somehow
crocodile,
has a 16 in charisma.
is rolling her way out
Should redistribute those.
into the ocean.
I'm a sorcerer, so no.
That reminds me, actually, people.
Wait,
You have a thing for
I want to see.
Oh,
then
Yeah.
isn't the rule for the tiefling wings variant that you get rid of the spells?
Yeah, you don't get your other stuff. But you do get wings. No, I already did the art. It's already on the page. It's too late.
Ah, I could have had wings.
You could have also been a lycanthrope. Wings.
The heck? Happened
You have a
to
tail
its
too?
arms?
Can I see?
Oh, do all kobolds have tails?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
kobold have tails.
Why are its arms so long?
Better to choke you with.
I mean,
Sure.
literally, that is the reason. But anyway,
Like twice the size of normal arms.
yes. Roll
Right?
nature.
I
Just
don't
in
think that
relation
was
to the
roll
head.
was-
I
That
know.
was your previous roll. Your athletic roll.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a 16.
Because it was a one.
But why are y'all
like,
focusing on arms? I'm
We
focusing
didn't
on
roll
that
that. It's
hand.
in nature.
Nature.
Well,
Yes.
I mean,
Look at that.
we talked
Look at that
about
thigh.
the Christmas clothes she's wearing.
It is thick. 2 C's.
Okay. 11.
That's
Eleven.
three C's.
At least
Three
3
Cs.
C's.
Okay. It was really hard to draw her because, like, Dragonborn.
I like her. Leave her alone.
So Dragonborn, where did it come from? Who knows? I'm like, thanks, player's handbook. Where do babies come from? Like, seriously, tell me. Meanwhile, with kobolds, it's like, oh yes, they're egg laying. They are lizards. Like, oh, thank you. Great.
Why is
But
that
Dragonborn, where do they come from?
Another dimension.
Yeah. Like, there are male and female.
You see, Ben, when a dragon and a mad scientist love each other really
Very much. You get a half dragon.
No, that's anyone else. It's a mad scientist.
Oh, Gregory.
Oh,
Anyway, roll an athletics check to
Oh,
pop
boy,
up
Gregory.
on your board after seeing what seems to be a pretty nice wave. You've never really seen one before,
Athletics?
but like
It looks cool.
it looks cool.
16.
16.
There's a lot of water rushing towards you very fast.
All right. As you see the water deck.
So far.
Okay. I'm just doing a voice. You don't have to
I
stick
don't.
to the voice.
Yeah.
I
you
would
should.
love for you to stick to the voice though.
I don't know if I can. It's kind of like flirting. I'm not sure if I can pull it off.
So
But we
here's what
would
you
love
do.
to see you try either.
Kind of go in the back of your throat. Kate, can you do this for me?
No.
You just did it. Now do that with more.
You gotta hit that nasally hair section.
It's like snoring, but while talking.
Think papyrus mixed with demonic monster. Very small body. And there
Actually,
you are.
that was my fencing, my super move in fencing. I did the bouncing butterfly. I would jump up straight in the air, I'd flick my FA as hard as possible, and go, and then I'd just lunge. And that was it. It was just a lunge. And then I would repeat the lunge until I hit them or they hit me. It's not a complicated move. The lunge is the first thing you learn, right?
Yep. Yes.
I kept winning. I think it was a laugh. It was definitely a laugh.
It's because you threw him off. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Anyway.
weren't expecting it.
It's
Go
kinda
to
like-
the Olympics with that thing, you're gonna win.
Yeah.
They also
Kind of
knock
like when
really
someone
loud.
goes to don't miss.
So, make your acrobatics check to surf down to the shore.
6.
All right.
So you can
So Feeful is there like on and then okay, and the wave splat. She's flat on her face on the surfboard, but then she kind of like paddles her way down.
What would fail be?
Not one.
The end
Or
of
breaks in
people.
half. You break in half, and you get eaten by a giant shark. The giant shark that Ben keeps mentioning.
Yeah. Anyway.
Just
roll the nat one.
Torin.
Like, well, I'm
My
sorry,
nervous
Michaela,
looks
but you
around.
got
I'm also
frozen
going to cast
too.
the cantrip guidance on me.
Okay.
Hey, Freya, you want to get an ice cream while we're waiting?
All right.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. We're getting ice cream.
We'll see how this goes.
I'm
Wanna
gonna
get
wait
ice
for
cream?
Torin.
So, Torin
Okay, goodbye.
begins swimming out there. Make an athletics check.
That is an 22.
Yeah?
You want an ice cream? Smack.
No, I see somebody I recognize.
Do you still want ice cream?
It's okay, we'll bring Steve.
22.
Come on.
22.
Bye.
All right. All right.
It's up to you.
You start swimming out there, powerful
You
strokes.
see that person right there
Get in the
doing
water.
the thing right now? Recording?
With the
Yeah.
two shields stuck on the side of him.
Well, currently they're like a little.
I know.
There's like an umbrella. And it's a little.
Do you remember the person at the Temple of Lore?
Believe me, I remember the person at the Temple of Lore.
Yeah.
Beat your
Doesn't that
butt.
look an
Beat my
awful
butt
lot?
and spoke Draconic.
You messed with me.
Yeah. Doesn't that look an awful lot like the person he was describing? And he looks familiar. I could have sworn I've seen him at Stony Town
What's
show.
my intelligence? I don't know you. I was
I
my
don't
character's
know if I
really
remember
dumb.
based on my stats.
What's your stat?
My character wasn't there.
Intelligence is 12.
Oh. I was looking at people's like, whoa. 12.
Yeah,
Yeah, 10 is an average person.
Okay, so I'd remember it.
Probably like, oh yeah, now that you mention it.
Now
yeah.
that you mentioned it, yeah.
How am I smarter?
I'm 16, so I'm sure I remember.
14. Intelligence.
Make
What's
a
his
nature
roll?
check.
Nature check.
Sorry?
What's yours? Intelligence.
I have no idea.
That is. I'm
Oh,
going to
13.
use my
Ooh, I'm the
D4
smartest one in
guidance
the
on
party.
that.
Oh, congratulations.
Cool. That is a
Well, Jared,
13.
actually, what is
16.
everyone with this?
Alright. You know, you're not really a surfer, but that
Six.
wave looks surfable.
Wow.
Make another athletics check to pop yourself up onto it.
It was my choice. I rolled a
That
10 and got
would be
disappointed, and Ben told me I will never say
18.
no to it going lower.
Alright.
And so it's a 6.
You start surfing your way down. Make a dexterity check to see how well you can ride it all the way down.
Wisdom.
Not dexterity. Acrobatics.
It was really cute.
22.
22.
I painted a heart. It's so cute.
All right.
I painted people.
I
Show
show
off.
people in the last 2 days. I spent all day doing it.
All right.
What's
You
funny is we had the swimsuit all ready to go.
you surf down.
before-
and
Look
there's
at
more
I had a
terrain.
basic bikini on there, but I had to fix so many layers of just random things
Because
I
we didn't
left
want
and
Dad
didn't
walking
close.
in with her just drawing a dragon naked. So she put a swimsuit on it.
That makes sense.
So
Yeah.
now for all the generics, I'm just going to go ahead and just roll like a success fail for them.
Okay, sounds good.
Fail.
Oh.
Alright, pretty good.
Going in
Oh
before
man, so she starts swimming out, and then as she stands up to check out the wave pops her surfboard out. She face plants straight into it, and she slips into the water.
Everybody goes, ooh.
Doesn't seem to be moving at the moment.
Oh no! Okay,
How
I'm
do I-
gonna run into Xavier.
Yeah.
You're already in the water.
We're getting
All
ice
right.
cream. Are we even
All right,
there?
both of you make athletics checks.
You gotta at least try.
No, wait,
Swim,
were we there?
swim,
'Cause we
swim.
were
Athletics. 19 plus 7.
What are we looking for?
Athletics.
1.
What's 19 plus
13.
7?
We're getting ice cream.
Well, that's what I said. We weren't there.
We're not
Uh,
there. No, we're getting ice
You
cream.
swim out there with your 26, I think.
Something like that.
And
Close
you
enough.
scoop the person over your shoulder and you start kind of swimming your way back in. As you're doing, it's like, okay. It's not that different from swimming in the river. It's just deeper. Cool. All right. And
Well,
you.
it's certainly nice to see that you're interested in saving people.
I stutter.
What?
Vicious mockery.
Oh, great.
Wow.
So now you have to make a wisdom save.
Ask me to make a wisdom save. Yeah, that would be a 18.
Yeah, that saves.
Sick. You have to do a thing to her.
What am I going
To do to you.
what am I going to do?
Do you know? Does he know?
She's paid to follow you.
Okay,
Yeah.
but does she know I
You
tried
know
to cast a
She's also a
spell?
bard.
If you're going,
Also,
you know, if you're going to try and do some damage to someone, you might at least try a little bit harder. And I'd like to cast Vicious Mockery back.
Wisdom
Do
save.
they cancel each other out though?
Yeah.
No,
I've just
both you have insults. The
I think
insults
Rat
form
Battle's in
sprites and
I
hell
know.
back.
Oh,
Okay,
please tell me you failed.
17.
That saves.
Awesome.
Is this character alive? The character I'm carrying right now.
Probably
Make,
at first.
you pull her onto the shore. Make a medicine check.
Spine of a cold hard next year, nothing hurts her. Sticks and stones may very easily break
15.
Spina's bones.
She
Your
is
words
alive.
can never hurt her.
She just kind of knocked herself out cold. But you're able to stabilize her, revive her. She wakes up. Oh!
I go over to
Thank you. Sorry. Thank you.
You're good. And Eliana is used to that reaction, so it didn't startle her, and she
Yeah.
immediately backs up and goes back in line.
Okay.
Back
Go
in,
up to Tori.
back in line.
Back in line. Back in the area. They're in a line right there.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Is there something you wish to talk about?
Yes.
Not with you.
She almost died by an emu.
Are we back?
Are you, like, are you telling?
Remember your ice cream.
totally am.
Yeah, please don't.
She
over here
almost died
with
by
like
emu.
vanilla.
We're eating ice cream. Why? Do you want to know?
We're just watching the show. You're still in the water for some reason.
Well, okay, I go over to Torin.
And Torin asks, is there anything you'd like to speak about?
I
Were you at?
follow. I follow
Yes.
you.
Excuse me. Were you the captain of the guard at Stonekeep at any point,
Captain of the guard?
or at least part of the guard?
gonna say,
Not the
that's
guard.
not
No,
the
I was an officer in the army.
All right.
Oh, that's what that was.
So, do you happen to know anybody, perhaps with a spider on their shoulder, like a spider drawing, metal arm?
No, can't say I do.
Yeah, just
Well, I've
like
seen
against you.
all kinds of bandits and raiders who have unusual tattoos.
Well, I just keep an eye out because somebody is looking for you.
Yeah, keep an eye
Not
on
surprisingly, sure after the war, a lot of people are looking for me.
Ooh, what war? I can't ask if I'm not there. What war?
What war? Because the voice in my head decided it wanted to know the answer.
Are you saying that in character? Do you really want to say that?
Yes.
There's no consequences.
You are the pinnacle of confidence, Michaela.
Like I said, I can't flirt.
This isn't even flirting. This is just
I
conversation.
I know. Yeah, I
That's a
can't.
question.
Michaela, critical tales. My conversation.
My entire life is not one.
Torn is going to give a brief
No, I think
description
it's
about
more of
the
like a 2 or 3. Always.
battle that he was in. And his, yeah.
And occasionally rolls a nat
18
20.
or something.
He goes over the story and he tells one about where he held a choke point on a bridge and mentions that some friends of his didn't come back from the other side of that bridge. You recall from the other person's story that he was abandoned on one side of the bridge and no one came back for him.
Oh, you abandoned him.
You know what?
You're a horrible person.
You're not there. Shush.
Not there.
Enjoy your ice cream. Shut up.
Do I remember this guy's name?
Did you ever tell us his name?
No, I don't think you did.
I don't think you did.
Shut up.
I don't know why he would have told him his name.
I rolled not one. Something that he would have? Or that he
Yes.
definitely wouldn't have?
Yeah, no, he didn't.
No, not one.
No, I don't think
I
he
just
did.
assumed he would go by the summer soldier.
Summer Soldier?
Sure.
Alright.
That's his name now. Summer.
Do you know what Winter Soldier means?
Oh.
So Summer Soldier is actually a thing.
Oh.
Basically, a Summer Soldier is like a fair weather friend.
Hmm.
I'm here with you when it's all cool and great. Oh, we're actually in a war. Peace out. And a Winter Soldier is someone who sticks with it even when it sucks.
Oh.
So the Winter, it's based on this letter.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Well, actually, that
the
guy
name-
that we were talking
all
about.
that you remember is Noble. You don't know if it's a title, a name.
So actually, that guy that we were talking about, he says he was abandoned on one side of the bridge. He said he had something to do with Noble. Don't know if he was Noble or if that's a name or a call sign.
I had a friend by the name of Noble in the war. No one ever abandoned him the other side. He was part of the squad that I was in, and they all told me to go back and hold the bridge. No one abandoned them, so whoever this person is, they're obviously lying.
Alright, well, just thought you should know. Somebody is searching for you. Good luck.
Tell him where it was.
All right, thank you.
Last time we
Appreciate
saw
that.
him was at the Tower of Lore.
Appreciate that. Well, I am thinking of leaving the island soon, so
So are we. Now that I'm there.
possible that
I can't help it.
Wait, no, Torrin didn't take
I
Captain's
didn't take
Suit.
Captain's
Never
Suit.
mind.
Time paradox.
Brr.
Actually,
Metal Gear Solid
Torrin was
3.
Demetra the entire time.
and we start a new campaign with a different continuity.
You see, we are really time travelers.
Gosh, imagine that, running two Bards of Government campaigns, but with slightly different timelines.
Yeah, well, I kind of see that as a potential thing because I wrote the initial parts of it like a pre-written adventure, which means that in my initial version, Captain Sue's an NPC,
Yeah.
and there's these like certain events that happened, and I'm like, okay, if I were to run with a different new group that wanted to do a similar thing, I might just pull my own notes, and then have a different continuity going on. Anyway.
Oh, but it wouldn't have a goat in it.
Yeah. So.
On the Ladies' Night campaign. Go to that.
So, now that all the sadness is done, alright, the results are in. Because I rolled terribly, all of the generics, except for one of them, are
Remember who her sister is?
low scores. They're read off early.
Sorry, Pokemon team.
With a score
Sorry,
of
Team Aquas.
10.5, we have Skill Beastmaster. With a score of 12.25, we have Rhea. With another score of 12.25, we have Feeful.
Where did he go? There it is. I did.
With a score of 18.75, we have Eliana. With a score of, with a score of like 16 something was Vanilla. With a score of 18.75 is Torin.
Yay!
And with a score of 20.25, we have Narya.
Woo!
So
Ultimate victor!
I jump up and I try and high five.
Yes!
I sneak up and put my hands underneath her feet and lift her up so she can reach.
Yes!
This is elaborate.
I want my stuffed prize!
we don't have any stuffed animals, but we do have 100 gold.
Yay! Woohoo!
And for our final event of the day, we have
I mean-
Ruck.
I take a stick and draw a dog in the sand. There, I made you an animal.
You could kill Skilled on the bear and stuff that.
Wow.
You are a horrible person. I like skilled. Okay?
A little bit too much, maybe.
Maybe.
So
The
for the
bear
final
is
event,
a
as it's
creature.
beginning to push into evening and the sun's beginning to set, is the big event is the Ruck Pools Drag Race.
Yes!
There are a collection of boulders and rocks and ropes and chains around these rocks. Nope, I missed mosquito. And people are called to the start line. So who wants to compete in? Okay.
All people.
Well, Eliana and
Jacob.
people are.
This is a weight pulling thing. If you want weight training, you need to come.
Sure.
Yes!
All right.
Eliana and
Come,
people
student.
are both.
Torin, are you competing in Rocket Pool's Drag Race? So what Rocket Pool's Drag Race is people of all races and genders wear elaborate, ridiculous wigs, dresses, etc., and pull heavy objects.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I wasn't informed.
You already signed on the dotted
Mine
line.
out.
No!
You look beautiful, darling. Is Torin in a
Look, we didn't draw a costume for that.
Tor's going to watch.
Okay.
Oh.
Is Sarah going to be involved or
With a strength of 8, I think she's going to sit this one out as well.
all right?
Other.
Put Vanilla in there
Yeah.
and Patron.
These two?
No, Vanilla is one of the Vanilla Bros.
Well, they're all going in, I thought.
No,
Yeah.
just one of them because
Oh,
two of them
One of each?
don't want to wear dresses. But
That's
two of
Patrick.
the
This one?
Yes.
yeah, but two of the pirate chicks.
Only 2.
Yes, those, yeah, they're
So
totally
Patron is brother CrossFit. Does that mean he's brother Beachbod?
yes. Or
News movie
BBD
brought to you by
for short.
Beachbod.
We're
So
all employees. Our name's Brock.
all right, this is
Do we have all 3 stacks open?
Welcome to P90 Explore, everybody.
Yeah, probably.
so
Everybody gets
for
their own
this.
container.
Basically, what this is it's going to be 3 athletics checks made at disadvantage because of the ridiculous floofy dresses and heels that you guys are wearing.
How many athletics checks?
3.
3.
You want us to do those now?
Let's start just in a row from left to right, I guess. So starting that's for me. So starting with Brother Beatbod, he's gonna make his first athletics check. All right, he's pushing forward as best he can. He has never worn a skirt in his life. You know, he doesn't seem to be comfortable wearing pants, even for that matter.
I've never worn a skirt.
Definitely only board shorts. Like is what this guy wears.
Come on, 3 nat 20s in a row. It
He's
can happen. I
pushing-
can dream.
At disadvantage.
I can still dream.
He's
6 nat
pushing,
20s in a row.
but he
You
is
can also get 3 ones in a row.
stuck in
Trust me.
place, and it's hard to
I'm literally
move.
just gonna roll 2 at the same time.
Smart.
For his final one,
Oh wait, you're first. You took mine then.
you know what's hilarious is I rolled 3
He
13s.
totally ignored me.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
For advantage, disadvantage. I rolled 3 13s as my first rolls. Anyway.
Wow.
And it was also, he's going, and you hear a bit of a snap, and one of his heels breaks off to the sand,
Oh, the
and he
shoes.
falls forward.
I thought you like broke this dude's foot. I'm like, that's messed up.
So he stands
Sam,
up.
what did he hit?
He stands up. He pulls off the wig of hair he's wearing from his scaled head, laughing hysterically. Some of his dude bros are just kind of congratulating him for going through. They didn't expect him to go through this crazy thing. Fun shenanigans. Vanilla Chick is gonna go for her first one. Too bad that was at disadvantage, not advantage. She kind of false starts. She can't really quite pull the rock, for that matter. And she's pulling and pulling and pulling. You see her start going red in the face.
How's
And
it
purple. And then blue. And then she just passes out in the sand from overexertion.
She dies.
Oh boy.
Vanilla number 2. So we go. It's off to a rough start, but she starts pulling that rock forward. She is determined to show up her stupid twin sister. And so far she is. Oh wow, because that was a natural 20 for her second roll. So with a 17, she gets pushing hard ahead. She might actually make it towards the line.
Wow.
Yeah, no, she doesn't. She gets stuck, bogged down in the sand. She's tripping on her skirt. It's not working. Her hair is all blowing in her face. Not quite gonna make it there. All right, Narya.
Remember, disadvantage.
So you take the lower number.
The lower numbers.
13.
I think I remember the numbers he's doing.
8.
It's a 1.
Oh,
You
and a
rolled a
2.
1.
Do you roll a nat 1?
I rolled an out.
Oh, well,
You
that's
don't
a
add
fail.
anything.
Well, alright. Then it was a 1.
It was a 1.
Okay,
And then a 9.
a 9.
And I failed.
You don't make it as far as the last girl did, and frankly, it's a little embarrassing.
Yeah! What the heck?
They
I have
did.
a +7 to athletics.
They wrapped
Oh,
a
mine's
literal
just-
sail around you for a dress because it didn't have anything the right length that could actually be tripping you up. And they managed to give you. Someone had a pair of heels large enough for you, but like you learned that running in sand in heels, not really great. You could probably punk the boulder across there, but not in those heels. Might chip it down. All right, Eliana.
Considering you can pull 2,000 pounds on me.
Seriously?
No.
These rocks
So,
are scaled to the people as well. Though.
First roll.
They have to make up a
Okay.
mountain.
Not really. I, mean,
Second
I
roll.
guess a mountain weighs significantly
15
more than
plus
10.
7.
22.
Thank you. I'm horrible at math.
Maybe like you actually just pulling a shit.
Not one!
Thing of
You push, you
Cardboard.
pull, and then you get so close to the line, and that rock has just kind of dug itself into the ground at that point, and you're pulling, and you're pulling, and you're pulling.
She can lift like maybe 20 bags of
Given you're more like a Digitrade legs, and they couldn't actually give you heels, so you're wearing like a mini stilt, and that kind of crumples. But you're closer than generic, Chick.
So well.
All right, people. This will be hilarious if people wins.
Oh my gosh.
It'd be the best thing ever.
10.
Okay.
3.
People a little stuck.
9.
9. People pulls further than the chick who passed out. Good for her.
Good job.
All right, Rhea.
You do better than us.
So 14. 1.
And that one?
Yeah. And 8.
Yeah, you start
You did better than I did.
pulling, and you step on the hem of your dress. These are very elaborate, fancy dresses, but they're not in the best condition. Hence why they're allowed in this beach party for this event. So you step on the hem of the dress, and you end up somewhere and kind of ripping the shoulders of it off, and now you're like in a potato sack type of deal. You're like tripping, you're trying to still pull, but like in a potato sack way. And well, you get some chuckles and oohs and ahs from the audience.
Because you're cute.
You don't get results. Skill is up. And I need to find your sheet.
I'll behave myself this time.
Someone great with
Win.
salvation.
If I win, it will be.
I'm gonna take the glory for that one because I've been training you. Gonna be honest.
Okay, that's 9. She gets pulling forward. Her
If I
guys-
win, I get a +1 to strength. Deal?
That's not how.
No.
Oh,
Her
Oh, thanks.
her bear is like trying to go up and like push the rock, and she's like, no, honey, no more, no, just mommy's just doing this. You don't join this, okay? Just mommy.
Aww.
And he trudges off, and judges are like just backing away from the bear. We're just not gonna touch that. Number 2. Wow, I rolled the same thing twice. It was terrible. 8. Pulling forward best she can. And with a 12, she continues pulling forward before eventually coming to a rest. Yeah, it wasn't
Better
great.
than I
Did the 3 of them all roll 1s?
Skill didn't.
Yeah.
No, the 3 of them.
Oh,
Hard flyers? Yeah.
Yes.
play
Our
a
middle
character
roll
curse.
was all one.
Continue.
That's
All
why
right.
that happens.
Alright, my turn?
Yes.
Don't stop.
Well, it's certainly nice to hear that you have it.
Ooh, those both suck. Okay, yeah, total 5.
I'm certainly glad that
Uh,
you think you have a chance at this.
I'm not saying that in character. Total 4. Oh man, this one was a nat 20, but this one's a total 4.
Yeah, you don't make it very far. Well, now it's Vanilla's turn.
At least I didn't get a critical fail.
You've beaten us. We all got ones.
Well, Vanilla
It's the
starts
curse
off with
of
a
the
14.
It was almost a good effort.
And he's pushing forward.
Okay, I thought she hired you to do clever insults.
Dang it, that was a natural 20.
We believe in your ability to succeed to the best of your ability.
You
That
see
was-
that? That was a clever insult. What are you doing?
I'm a lawyer. This isn't what I do on a regular basis.
And
You're a bard. You should be better at this.
Says
She
the
is-
girl who didn't finish writing the song about us killing a
Okay,
freaking dragon.
in universe, I finished it.
I haven't heard it.
I
Alright,
performed it
pushing
at
forward
tavern.
more.
You should have been there.
It's not quite there. The winner,
Isn't she
because
just
she
the
got
best
the
part you've ever
closest,
seen?
is
You should
Naria.
hear her singing. It's great. Naria got closer.
Naria got closer.
Yes, she's very witty.
Wait, hang on. What was your...
It was like,
You got the natural one at the very end, didn't you?
yeah.
And you were the second?
Yeah.
Right, you got starred.
It
You're
was
both huge
like,
and next to each other holding surfboards.
I was- One has a tail.
Look.
Technically,
No, they don't. You do it.
Look, one has dragon scales and a bikini, the other has dragon scale bikini. It's hard to keep track, okay?
The tail here is
Would
me.
that offend you? For me to wear our enemy on me?
I mean,
yeah, I hate
No,
dragons.
like
we-
sport
if
your
it's-
skin.
Well,
collect-
if it's
I
a,
hate
if it's a
dragons.
Chromatic dragon.
If it's a chromatic dragon, it's fine.
If she were wearing gold dragon scales,
I wear it every day.
Dragon born.
I just like how it shines in the sun. And she's just sitting there in the corner like,
alright. So sorry, the winner of Ruck Bull's drag race is Eliana.
What?
Sorry, because her crit failed at the very end.
Yeah.
You get 500 gold.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Come on!
It's more that goes to the
It's
armor.
always you.
So not
Like, I grab your
choose-
shoulder and go, think of the armar.
if I choose to.
I can't reach
on
your
the
shoulder.
armor.
Yeah, she already has fire resistance.
I gave you my scales for this. And I gave them back.
I made it into a bikini.
I erased it from my character sheet, so
How
I
many
no longer
scales were
have
there?
it.
A lot.
A
Yeah.
lot. We didn't write down a number.
Okay.
That's work.
Yeah.
So, that finishes up the
Of course I win the one that doesn't really
summer, the
Got
spring
$100
break
from it.
beach games.
Nothing.
Uh,
No.
Jeez, it's always you getting like hundreds and hundreds of gold.
No, I thought she got 100. No, she got 100.
Naria got 100 for the surf competition.
I want to go to the store before the day's done.
Ray got
It's not
50
like
for the sandcastle. 10 gold each for Team Draconic for the chicken. Smee got 5 for Limbo. The B team got 10 each for volleyball. E team got 5 each for Tow War. Eliana got 10 for fish eating. and then 500 for the drag race.
Yeah.
Because I can't roll for crap for NPCs.
So you got the second most expensive.
I want to go to the store before our day's over.
All right. You do. What kind of store are you looking for?
I want, I guess just a general store.
All right.
I'm not looking for anything specific. I kind of am. I want a dagger because it's the only thing Rhea can hold because she's tiny.
I don't have proficiency in daggers.
What is proficiency in?
I have, what do I have? Long and short swords, bows, and cards.
Can I get her fancy arrows?
Sure.
Fancy.
Sure. I don't know. It was that, or I was gonna get you a dagger because I don't think that your character can hold a sword. Because in my eyes, you are tiny.
Figure it out.
That's just my prejudice against tiny people. All you can hold is a dagger.
And why would you get my character arrows?
Because you got me a necklace.
Yeah, but
feel
it was
bad
your
now.
birthday.
Yeah, but I feel bad now. I'm the mom. You can't keep getting me gifts.
We can't start a gift war. I already have a prank war going.
I know. I also want to look at if there are any extra packs. I know I sent Corbin to do this errand when I wasn't here last time.
No one else went to the store.
But I want to know if there are any extra packs we can get just to have extra items. Because I can hold it.
Okay.
Right.
Like,
Get
can
a
we
lock
get
somewhere to
extra
explore.
rope? Can we get like lock picking, even though none of us are proficient in that?
We can
Go
buy
on
those stuff
this.
piecemeal from the store,
Yeah.
or
I
most
mean,
of that.
If you go around buying thieves' tools, you might could put on some kind of list, but
Yeah. And
You're also, I mean,
like-
you are a giant barbarian and a dragon lady. You're probably already at some kind of list. But anyway,
Probably.
But
like,
people
oh, people's also just a kobold.
Smee
Y'all are on a
and
list.
proficient in thieves' tools, which I've been trying to say for 2 minutes.
Oh, sweet.
Kobold
Then I want
is?
to get those.
Because of the backstory.
Your character uses
Yeah,
quite a
you
bit
have
for
backstory now?
spells.
Oh, awesome.
What could we get to help out with your spells?
A rapier.
What is a rapier?
It is a sword.
You don't need
What?
a sword.
I do need a sword.
Then
I
come
very
with me.
badly need a
Then
sword.
come with me.
might I inquire
Why not?
as to what these thieves' tools are for?
You never know.
I forgot you were here.
Are you following me to the store? Well, I guess you're following her. Are you coming with me to the store to get a
Sure.
sword? All right, then you're
She's
following.
also a lawyer.
That's true. You never know. Yeah, we're going on some crazy adventures. We're looking for, not that you know, but we have a map. I'm trying to follow these symbols and stuff, and I don't know what we're going to be getting into.
I'm gonna say Ardana's lost the horse by this point.
Yeah.
What? Really? Oh.
Yeah. I mean, she came here in the
But
trunk
didn't we
of
have the
Trevor's
horse?
cab.
Yeah, that's
Didn't
true.
we have the horse?
You have
Yeah,
a
we have
horse.
Aurora.
And she didn't use it the last time.
But I don't think
Yeah.
she's in town. Too much scum.
Yeah.
But we're not.
I have a horse, okay? I have a Pegasus to prove that I'm not evil. If that was what you were worried
We're
about.
not using it to actually steal anything. It's more of a precaution in case we need something. Like if we needed to get out of something.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, I am a giant, but apparently that means nothing when pulling a rock.
We're in a dress.
It's a minor
You're new to
land
that.
mass, to be fair.
It's a ship from the nearby docks.
Just sunken. I have to pull it on shore.
You know, I think
Like Luke.
with your bear strength thing at level 6, aren't you supposed to, for any push-pull, drag check, have advantage?
Yes.
So those are supposed to be straight rolls.
Oh, that would have been nice to know earlier.
That would have been great.
My
Much like it would have been nice to know that I actually had an armor class of 14 instead of 12.
Or that I didn't have to worry about
I'd like
having
to note that I
materials
use
or
bardic
spells.
inspiration.
Anyway,
Okay.
we all suck at D&D.
What
Moving
can
on.
know how
What
to play
can I
this
buy?
game?
I'm sorry. I use my gimmick. I'm good.
So what are you looking for as far
I
as
am looking for extra packs and special arrows.
special arrows? As far as special arrows go, there is an unbreakable arrow,
Should be following you, but I can't find
walloping
it.
ammunition. There are some +1 arrows.
What does that mean?
It's a +1 to your attack roll and a +1 to damage.
Also overcomes.
That,
damage
yeah, so like werewolves, krakens, etc. that have resistances and immunities. Not barbarians, apparently.
Really?
I mean, I've never seen an instance where.
NPC uses a +1 item?
I mean, I've seen that happen. I've never seen it not work for a player character's damage resistances. Well, also things like fire resistances and that's a different deal. That's a that's not a magic thing. That's just a whatever.
I think the unbreaking arrows look pretty good.
All right. Well, they are 25 gold apiece.
Alright, I want to get 4.
Or
Make
the
it even.
unbreak.
Which is your entire reward.
Yeah.
Well, I could get her 2 just to be excited. I'm gonna get you 2.
Hey, Eliana, would you like to go back over to the hotel and make a feast in celebration of our victories?
Sure.
Okay.
So the unbreakable
Our
arrow.
baker friend to come with us?
Yes.
We'll go.
Unbreakable arrow cannot be broken except when it's within an anti-magic field.
Okay.
How much does a rapier cost?
A rapier, a common rapier, costs not a lot.
How much is not a lot?
It's only like 10, isn't it?
I need the other book now.
But I mean, my character can hold a ton, so if I can get extra packs that will be useful to us in the future.
25 gold.
I think
25.
that would be wise.
Alright. How much does a better rapier?
A +1 rapier would cost 550.
Ooh, that is quite a bit more.
Yeah, because I thought about getting a great sword. +1 great sword, and that was 500.
Are you sure that you trust the small one with weapons?
She
No,
already
but
has. She's her own independent woman, so we really can't do anything about it. I don't care. I wanted to
Never
say
worry
it.
out
So
of you, and you'll be a pile of ash.
Well, I've been training her, so if she can't use a tiny sword, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
I could use a tiny sword long before I met you. In fact, you could say I'm proficient in them.
It means nothing if you cannot lift it. Work
And I
on
very much
strength
can
training.
lift it.
Good. I'm glad our training has gone to something.
I could lift it before.
Says who? You had
Says
no
me.
sword. You could not even lift my great sword. Okay.
I can lift.
Tiny
I can
girl.
lift your great sword. I have a
Now.
strength of 10. I have a
Now.
strength of 10.
Now.
My strength has not improved since we started training.
Hey, I like to think that your strength has greatly improved since training, and you don't have proof otherwise, because I didn't know you then.
I have a strength of 14.
Love the logic there.
I'm not smart, okay? I
As
just
a
know
lawyer,
when to
But
die
for
on
all
This
I know,
hurts
you
your
suddenly
brain.
popped into existence when I met you.
I'm glad to know that if we were ever
You
get
see the
into
flaw
a
in that
grappling
logic?
contest, I would
What
win.
logic? You just need strength or more strength, okay? I don't
would never make it
understand
as a
what you're
bard.
complaining
Look,
about.
I
Didn't
think
either.
that
That's why you became a librarian.
Hey, I want to listen to her. If she's
I
going to be
think-
joining my side,
I
then she can
think
talk
that you
all she
should.
wants.
I think that you should listen to your friend. I'm sure she spent.
I suggest you keep your mouth shut.
I've
That's
spent,
yes.
I've spent
Gone for
a lot
5
of time.
seconds.
I've spent a lot of time looking over
And I'm leaving
manuals of
What kind
different
of save
sorts
is
in my
suggestion?
my
What?
cases. I've seen.
A save is suggestion?
Hmm?
What save?
For
For
suggestions.
these,
Isn't it wisdom?
DC 14
That's
and
great.
in wisdom.
Make a wisdom save.
Oh, is
She's
it you?
trying to
Yes,
suggest
you.
He's using command.
This is what
Wow.
I
Kyle
said
likes.
I
Using
suggest you
command.
stay quiet because
Using
that'll make everything
command.
much simpler.
No,
No, he doesn't have command.
he doesn't have command. He's using suggestion, but he thinks it's command.
Yeah.
What save?
Wisdom.
Wisdom save.
Yeah.
16.
Cool. You get the idea that she wants you to be quiet and there's some magic involved in what she just said, but like, it didn't sound reasonable. It didn't sound
You have
like.
to make it sound reasonable.
Like that's the whole. That's the flavor text of the spell. Is like you have to make it sound reasonable and not like.
Not
hey,
just command them.
Isn't
All
life
right.
a drag?
Alright.
Man, that cliff looks inviting. Not like jump, do it.
You can also not use
Well,
suggestion
also, yeah.
on harming
She gets
self-harming
mad.
things. I would like to use
dense legalese
Okay.
to attempt to confuse this small person,
Yes!
and just try to explain that her friend is right, and that this isn't.
You explain that in legal terms.
I like this person.
So make an
I'd like you
intelligence
to make an
save.
intelligence save.
You have
Okay,
gained
intelligence
my
save?
respect, tiny girl.
Alright. 18.
Okay, that saves.
You did try. I applaud you.
Just too
trying.
smart
That
for
would
you.
be really
Just
cool.
two little pussies.
You really want to see it in action.
I'm just gonna use Tasha's hideous laughter and leave you laughing on the floor.
What's the save for that?
Another wisdom save.
It's wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. I'm
You know, the Kraken with his plus 11 to these kept failing. I'm sure with your plus whatever, you can do better.
You were wasting.
I'm gonna throw an actual fight at you guys. You're gonna be like, crap! I used all my spells.
that is a 19.
Man!
You guys are just dead ending this.
Ooh.
You're trying so hard.
Canceling each other out.
Look, I appreciate your efforts to make yourself seem a bit more impressive than you are, but if you keep this up, I'm going to have to bring you to justice. After all, you are attempting to assault a civil servant.
I don't think making you laugh counts as assault. Otherwise, all our comedians would be in jail.
We already have the perfect love triangle with
Why?
both of the characters Shelton's playing right now.
That's what I said at the beginning of the
These
game.
words are gonna like knock it over.
Like, wait, lawyer
I don't.
and Torn.
Justice.
I don't know if you're. I can't imagine you're familiar with law around here, but spells must be kept in check by those who use them, and casting them on non-willing creatures is something that is frowned upon.
It's called assault. You just assaulted her.
You know what? I'm at this point where I really don't care.
Currently have you on one charge of attempted suggestion, attempted hideous laughter, and attempted mockery.
Attempted laughter. Oh no!
Yeah, you're a
Every
bad
show I
comedian.
do.
Hideous laugh.
Yeah, you're so bad you have to force me to laugh.
That's actually pretty good.
That's pretty good.
This is what
And a
happens
bard?
when a librarian and a lawyer get in a fight. Nothing. Nothing.
Come
at
on,
all.
Jacob, throw the book at her.
I am okay.
Everybody get it.
I'm
Oh, the other
trying to
one.
think.
That's
Okay, I almost considered fireball, but no, that would end very badly.
You're
for
in a
all of us.
store.
Torn would kill you.
Torn
I
would-
know.
Torn would also survive unscathed.
All right.
Spring
Alright.
dice though.
Alright,
Thunderwave.
are there any extra packs I can buy while we're at the store and it's still standing?
I could curse you.
Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
As far as like packs
You up my
go,
nose.
you
Like
can buy
lock
a
picking or
Diplomat's pack, Dungeoneer's pack, Entertainer's pack, Explorer's pack, Priest pack, or Scholar's pack. You can also buy the individual components from whatever's in there, just from the gear in general.
I want to get the Dungeoneers because I don't think anybody has it.
Okay, that's
Lock
12 gold.
picking. Lock picking.
Got like 2 lockpicking supplies.
2. Why do I need 2?
So that you can give it to someone else. So that it's not just you having everything. So
Well, I'm gonna hand them out to people. I'm trying to get multiple packs here.
yeah, but
They don't have thieves' tools as that either a specialized like government place you get that from,
Gotcha.
or illegal, so they don't carry it.
That's true. I just remembered that it was a pack.
Yeah, that's
What were the
thieves-
other
that's
packs
a
you
burglar's
said?
pack.
I should point out that the purchasing of a burglar's pack at a reasonable
General store.
establishment such as this is many things.
Gonna be honest, didn't know that. What are the other packs?
Diplomat, Dungeoneer, Explorer, Priest, and Scholar. With some,
Let's do.
with some rooting around, they did find an Entertainer's pack.
Let's do diplomat, of which I don't know what is in it.
Okay, in a Diplomat's pack, there's a chest, 2 cases for maps and scrolls, a set of fine clothes, bottled ink, ink pen, a lamp,
Ooh, Yeah.
2 oil flasks, 5 sheets of paper, a vial of perfume, sealing wax, and soap.
Diplomat. Getting
Okay.
it. How much is
That's
that?
39 gold.
All
I was
right.
gonna say with all that stuff.
And then
I would recommend using the soap.
rude.
That wasn't talking about you.
Oh.
Wow. She's a
No,
barbarian.
don't
You're
look
not
at her.
wrong.
Then who are you talking about? For what? For her? I'm confused.
Yeah, because I
This-
spent all day at the
She
beach.
is
the
a
first time.
barbarian.
What's the soap for then? No, come on. What's the soap for?
Never mind.
Jeez, you can't even get it right at all.
on.
I had a Thursday show, but I'm not going to go there.
I thought that's where that was going, honestly.
Okay, what happens Thursdays?
Thursday
You have not heard
is-
that.
So
We can talk about it
at
off
work,
stream.
at where I work,
Mhm.
me and 2 friends of mine, we all realized that we can get away with the same jokes around each other
Mm-hmm.
because none of us get offended that easily, or also scandalized as easily too, which mostly has led to like deeper conversations that we haven't been able to have with other people.
Mm-hmm.
But we're also all a bit of jokers, so our serious conversations weave in and out of humor. And every once in a while, generally Alex will set up some joke. I'll escalate it way too far. Sienna comes with a comment completely out of nowhere. And yeah. Although, having said that though, Alex did actually hurt Sienna's feelings once. And she got over
That's
it.
new.
Yeah, she got over it. And he feels really bad about it, so now she finds it hilarious. So yeah, and now I don't work Thursdays anymore. So
Aw.
yeah.
Alright. Diplomat, Dungeoneers.
Dungeoneer is a backpack, a crowbar, a hammer, 10 pythons, 10 torches, tinderbox, 10 days of rations, water skin, and 50 feet of rope.
Did you say a python?
Okay.
Yeah.
What is that? Get me one.
So rock climbing like
Grab one for
spike
me
that you
too.
use to-
Okay.
Oh, okay. Back.
Extra Dungeoneers pack.
12 gold.
Yep.
And don't bother taking it out of yours. I'll just take it out of mine, and
Okay.
I'll say I paid you.
What are the others?
Explorer, entertainer, priest, and scholar.
Do you want entertainer? You are a bard.
What?
Good one.
She's
You're
also a
bard.
librarian.
You want an entertainer thing?
I am a good bard.
Do you want
But you're also a
entertainer?
librarian.
Like
I
a good
can't-
bard, mockery now.
I can't imagine she would be able to put it to any good use.
That's
I don't need it.
Are there anything good in the other ones that's worth getting?
Well, the entertainer's pack has a backpack bedroll, 2 costumes, 5 candles, 5 days of rations, a water skin, and a disguise kit. Explorer's pack has backpack, bedroll, mess kit,
Yeah, I already have all
Have
that.
this.
tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 days rations, and a water skin. and 50
People's
rope.
I already have all that, so.
Yeah, we have explorer pack.
Priest pack has a backpack, a blanket, 10 candles, a tinderbox, an alms box, 2 blocks of incense, censer vestments, 2 days of rations, and a water skin. The Scholar's pack has backpack, book of lore, bottle of ink pen, 10 sheets of parchment, a little bag of sand, and a small map. I have no idea.
Big
No.
boy.
Oh, okay.
Does it also come with a jar?
Okay, I'm gonna get the entertainer's pack because if we need to disguise
I have a
giant,
disguise kit.
we can. Well, now we have 2. No,
I will eventually get a disguise self spell. But
Okay,
not
well
yet.
then we don't need it.
Eventually, I don't have it yet, but we don't.
We need a tiny bag of sand.
No.
Okay,
We don't
then we're
even
good.
need a book of lore.
Yeah, it's an overpriced bag of sand. It's
Yeah.
40 gold for the bag of sand and nothing else.
What does it do, though?
It's a bag of sand.
Everything you could think of use for a bag of sand.
Well, I mean,
You-
if you need to throw something
you-
in an enemy's
you know-
face, it's pretty
you know,
good.
if
You
you're in
also just reach
If you're in the
down.
middle of a temple, in the middle of the jungle, and there's an idol there, you gotta have something to offset the weight, you know? Having a
What
bag
were
of
the other
sand.
items?
Reach
you were
down on
looking
the
for?
floor and get some dirt. What?
What were other items you were looking for?
Oh, I was gonna look for magical
I got
tools.
that.
Oh,
Right.
and I want a bag of hard candies.
Bag of hard candies.
Yes.
That'll
Because
be
I'm the grandma.
that'll be
The
1
mom,
gold.
the grandma, you gotta
Yes.
pick a role.
You were developing your character in strange ways, I have to say.
Hey, I'm also a giant and I want something nice in my life.
I'd be into
okay?
actually, as your life together.
my character is readily going insane.
You were a lot more
And our
hardcore when we
neighbors,
were
the
first
wine
making
I
this
still want candy, okay?
Okay.
I want candy, my character wants candy.
Look, the whole like self-care week that
Thank you.
BT has been doing
I bought these.
really been doing wonders on Narya. Also been doing wonders on me.
Can I get special scented soap?
You can.
Like
There
for
was-
when we go
Wow,
on
there was
bath
literally-
days, when we have bath days.
There was literally a diplomat's pack.
I
Hang
know,
on.
but special soap.
Hang
for
on.
specifically
I'm looking it up. I'm looking it
I'm
up.
looking
Special
for
soap specific.
Like
soap
rose
specifically
scented
for.
Yeah,
soap.
that's
for cleaning you, because you sweaty.
5.
I was in the ocean all
Heck
day.
yeah.
What do you mean sweaty?
You have scented soap.
I'm still wet from the ocean.
Look, it's salt water, like sweat. It's fine.
So. Alright. Alright, we're good.
Spider's gonna kill
We're not gonna
everybody.
like this.
Alright, then
At
I
least now
am
they have an
done.
actual excuse
Are
to
you
call
getting
her
a sword?
Crusty.
At least a tiny one? The one that's not good?
The
The normal
rapier
sword?
is just fine.
Yeah, did you get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Can we put beads on it?
Get out. Okay, how much is it again?
It was 35 gold.
Okay, so 306.
Can I make friendship bracelets?
Oh my god.
Wanted
Make
a
What are
ladies'
you
night
doing
out
A
with your
sleight of
character.
hand check
A sleight
with
of
your
hand.
intelligence modifier.
Okay, let's see. What do
Are
I
you
have for
proficient in
rapier?
sleight of hand?
No.
Okay, just roll and add your intelligence modifier.
Okay.
Oh,
So, for rapiers,
Uh,
what do I use for them?
It's a D8.
Okay,
The dexterity or strength, whichever you,
dexterity or
I lost
strength?
it.
whichever you wish.
Okay, so I get a +4 to attack this thing.
15.
15.
Because I'm
You
proficient.
make, you make a nice friendship bracelet.
Just one?
Just one for right now.
One.
It's gonna be easier to make more than you did the first one. Yeah. It's like you find some shells and you like kind of go through the shells and the shell bracelet.
You guys have to earn it.
Can I also go to the store?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what was the finger quotes there. I'm scared now, but
Okay, cool. I would like two things. One
She wants
is
to go to
glitter.
a different kind of store.
Not quite. No,
I
I
want
need
to
You're already
buy your
purchasing
finest
glitter, so
snake.
I'm
I need a
scared.
very large container of glitter. And
That'll
I would
be-
like to look at healing items.
Well, the giant it's
Steve,
more
what do
of
you
a
have
bottle of
in
glitter.
store? I'm scared.
Sorry?
It's a bottle of glitter that you find,
Okay.
and that's 5 silver.
Done.
How do you even subtract
Are we,
that?
are we thinking about?
Jeez, 25
Are
gold.
we thinking about joining the
Sounds
circus?
great.
So I had 4 silver pieces. Now I take out 1 of the gold pieces and then I convert that. And that's all that. It's a thing.
Nah, I think that I should be scared of that glitter. That's why I think it's supposed to be that.
As far as healing items go,
We looked
a
up.
common potion of
common
healing is 50
pranks.
gold.
Who's we, Tonto? Sorry.
A
Let's
common
burn
potion
them
of
to
healing is
D&D.
50 gold.
For you.
I warn you, I have Thunder Whip.
Heal.
I will smack that glitter off
Uh,
and anybody else
Let me
nearby.
double check. I think
You
it's
said
just
you were gonna be
54.
awake.
Yeah, when I wake
Four
up,
plus-
you know what's gonna happen.
Unless I let you know.
2d4 plus 2.
24 plus 2.
It's fine, we'll do that.
And they don't have the higher levels in here. So,
They do not.
Be
so
prepared.
Run up to you.
You have started a prank war.
I didn't start this war.
You so
haven't.
started this
No, you
war
so
by
did.
trying to kill her when she wanted to play tag.
Or that one
I
time where
didn't try to kill her. I tried to get her to leave me alone.
Or
By
that one
killing
time where
her.
you used,
Not by killing her.
you shrunk
I
yourself
was there,
and made copies
sir.
of yourself because you're trying to pull pranks on me.
No, I was
So,
trying to figure out how this circle would
That
work.
was a secondary.
No.
You were
Can I
trying
investigate?
to.
No, the
You're
prank
trying to
was
make-
the secondary
No,
reason.
you were trying to make me quack like a duck.
No,
They-
that was a secondary reason.
It-
I was trying to do something that wouldn't
Insight,
hurt
that's
you,
not good.
but would also discover what is going on.
Investigation, you know.
Sure.
Pranking was
I mean,
like
you're not,
maybe
like,
I'm not
Uh-huh.
trying.
You're
I'm
a
not
double
trying.
person.
I'm not trying to guess. I'm just trying to
Yes,
look
I would
at
like
the way
to
they
buy
are.
that as well. You
it's
said
still an insight to read your room.
That's a natural
Rocking
20.
so-
Oh,
You kind of read the whole thing here, and you feel there's definitely a sense of
It's intense.
antagonism going
Going that way.
from her to her, and as a reactionary, she's digging back. She doesn't seem outright criminal per se. Most of the exploits being named seem to have been either in combat situations or in the wilds where there's kind of a no man's rule going on. And since they're all alive and still in the same group, it seems that whatever fight has happened has not reached a tipping point, really.
Okay.
But if you were to peg one of them, even the kobold, to be the most likely to
Be unstable.
be unstable or be seen in the news someday for something bad, you get a feeling it would be her.
Alright.
Not currently, but eventually, perhaps.
I'm going to use client confidentiality
Okay.
on the party except for Smee.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What does that
That's
mean?
a thing. I love this. This is great.
This is awesome.
I have some questions I would like to ask regarding your small friend.
So what, can I
You
not
all
understand what
hear
you're
this.
saying?
You
in
all
your
hear
heads.
this telepathically, except for you.
Oh wait, can we wait for Michaela to get back?
Can I make an insight check to like
Heck
see if
no.
they're?
Nope.
This is confidential. This is between me and
You
my
think they're
client.
just sitting
You
around,
just
just
see
staring
everyone
at each
making
other?
strange faces.
Everybody
So far,
sitting
they
staring at
haven't
each
done
other?
anything yet.
Okay. You're way too excited about this.
I'm very happy that my okay, I already had several ones, so that's good. It's not
Utility characters are fun.
Oh, it's Marvelous.
Yes, they are.
Oh,
Yes,
we have
they are.
dirt for you. Hey, you're my student. I can tell whoever. And you wouldn't know about
You're
it.
my student. You approached me first.
Maybe. We don't have proof of that.
And you're the one who's the least studious of
I'm
us two. How many days do you have?
9.
Yeah, I have 10. So
I
got you
wanted to
beat.
go surfboarding, okay?
What's your charisma score?
11?
Oh, what's it?
Also-
I'm trying to get a
What's your
plus
charisma
1.
score?
My Christmas score is 16.
Oh, that's also.
Sorry, what's your strength score?
10.
Okay.
18.
I'm trying to get it up to 11, and so once I hit level
That
8, I
was-
can get it to 13, and then I can multi-class.
Adorable little charisma.
Yeah.
I'm
scores.
trying to up my charisma so that way I can be persuasive. So
I thought you were
far,
just
it's
trying to
not
gain
working.
proficiency in
I
his
need a boyfriend.
persuasiveness.
20
Yes, that's what I
charisma
just
over here.
No, there's a difference between gaining persuasion. There's a difference between gaining
Oh my
a
god.
point to ability score
I am
and becoming
gorgeous.
proficient in a score.
Like, and if you don't believe me,
Also,
I will make sure
also
you
20
know.
intelligence.
Oh my gosh.
Like Zoe Saldana, who's had at least one kid,
How did you
and
make
is.
her so OP?
I didn't actually. I made the character class and nothing else.
You rolled?
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
It's not like rolling, it's like
Impressed.
distributing.
Say I have
So
a
otherwise
really
you get-
good habit of rolling well.
Stop that
Stop. This
voice!
is so creepy.
I think it's cool, guys.
Michaela, come on.
I'm
Trying
not
to
cool
see-
with being
overfilled
sexually
your
attracted
cup,
to
I'm
pain.
sorry.
I'm trying to speak in conference with you
Sorry,
all.
we're doing a cool thing. We didn't want you to
I'm
miss
not
it.
You're
there.
talking about me right in
yeah,
front
no,
of
you
me.
are
The
now.
whole,
You
the
are
whole
now.
group is assembled, and now I'm
They
speaking
have
to you.
come back to the hotel.
No, no, no.
The
he's
whole
speaking
group is
through
just
mind.
staring at each
Boardwalk.
other, and I'm watching you guys.
We're on the
stare at each
boardwalk,
other.
I guess.
He's using mind powers. She is, sorry.
I have some questions for you about your small friend.
Which one?
Which one? Or the kobold?
Not the kobold. Smee over here.
Oh! That's me, we're talking about it.
Oh, hi.
I'm kidding. Like, what is the thing?
What kind of history do you have with this woman?
Not much.
All I know is that she was a librarian, very angry librarian, and she reads better than I can. Oh, I've also been training her to be more of a barbarian, and she's been training me in charisma. Can you tell?
Training this one might not be a entirely wise idea. I get the feeling that she is going to cause some trouble. She seems to already have caused a little bit of, well, tried to cause a little bit of trouble.
Everyone
Yeah.
laughs. Too little, too late.
She tried to kill a bunch of birds. We had to tackle her. Oh, I didn't. Elena did. But
She almost got the party killed once. She tried to make me back like a duck. Tried to make me eat the frog.
made her
tried to
short.
make me
It was
drink
hilarious.
some bath water. She's just all around a bully, honestly.
You tried to put the frog down my
Hey,
pants.
hey, hey.
No, this is my end
I know.
of the tale, sir. It's like, honestly, none of us has done anything to antagonize her, and she seems to hate everyone around her. So, for the most part,
She's had a tragic
we let her
past.
be until she started to be mean towards me, and I thought the only good way to handle her would be to be
Aw,
like her.
Rhea,
then.
I didn't know you felt that way.
Where have you been?
Are there any kind of, shall we say, measures you would like taken against your friend? She certainly doesn't seem to be the most amiable person.
Oh,
She
I would
seems to
like
be using her spell casting in
You're going down.
dishonorable ways.
I would say, if anything, just assign her a mandatory therapist.
Yes.
Because if
While we're
if
traveling, yeah, it's gonna work.
anything
She needs to
can
open
help her-
up.
If anything can
That
help
becomes
her
her
or
main
make
character.
her change, it would be.
Follows her around as her therapist.
I see.
How's
Let's
it
talk about
Okay, another bard subclass. Therapist.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
cleric.
yes.
That's cleric. Or druid.
Do you
Gosh,
know
a
of any
druid.
good
No,
therapists?
the
we can
druid
hire?
would be the like herbal.
That's a yoga instructor.
Yeah. Okay,
The-
monks
that's a monk.
maybe.
The problem is,
No, cleric.
Marijuana
Okay,
is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Herbologist.
the thing is,
There we go.
all bullies are bullies because they're hurting, but she doesn't want to accept help or talk about it with anyone. So if there is a way around that, then maybe she would have incentive to be a better person.
I think
See,
she
if you
needs a
cast
pet.
suggestion like that,
Rhea,
I'm
should we
working
get
on
her
it.
a pet? I think she needs a pet.
Don't think
I
that
need
would
a
be
pet.
wise.
She cannot take care of another living
I would take care of the
get
pet.
her a boyfriend.
Would you like?
I would
Oh.
take
That would
care of
work.
the pet.
Would
That
you like
would
me
be
to
very bad.
send out a notice to the outlying towns and villages saying that they should be aware of this woman?
Like how? Where?
Jeez, he's trying to make me
She's-
infamous. Yeah, have I
Maybe
noticed her
she's
just
a
staring at
criminal.
each other yet?
All I know is that I have seen her. I've seen her.
I mean, they've been
Attempt
talking for a
to
while now. I
abuse
think
her
it's
spell.
fairly
You guys
obvious.
have had a kind of big fight, and there's been kind of like a cool silence for about almost a minute. Almost a minute.
All I'm saying
Almost.
is
A minute.
You
Some
only can
people-
cast it for a minute, can't you?
that she's been abusing her spell casting. I don't want anyone being hurt. I'd like proper steps taken.
She has not tried to hurt anybody outside of this room, and
Physically.
As of yet.
Yes.
as of yet.
Could we,
But
Except for
is
that
there a
one
way to
time she
contact
did
you
that.
if she does? Like if she goes against us as her party, can we like contact you? Because I don't want to kill her. Because I will. If she tries to kill me, I'll kill her.
I can make arrangements.
Okay.
What I'm saying
Is there like an owl we can send? Like what?
We've been doing an okay job keeping her in check, but yes, if it gets too
She's
far,
not a prisoner. She just likes
She's
to be
hurting
herself.
But if left unchecked, she could be someone else's prisoner.
Oh, crud.
do you not realize what's been happening?
What's been happening? I don't understand what you're talking about.
And there, you got like one more back and forth, but then it's gonna be there.
Just keep this in mind. I don't want anyone else getting hurt.
I'm dumb. I don't know if you could tell.
I take Maria aside and talk one-on-one quietly so that nobody else can hear.
Can we just go outside?
I
They're all
take-
shopping.
After they're aside, I take both of them aside and discuss the possibility of getting a pet.
Okay.
I would
But-
like to write my address on a piece of paper and hand it to her.
Okay.
I'm the one that asked.
So you see the two of them walk over. Are you just gonna like perception check, or are you gonna try like follow them?
Do you know that we've been talking?
I think it's fairly obvious,
It's been a
honestly.
minute.
Yeah, but come on, you guys just like sitting in this group, sitting in silence for a minute. Come
Doesn't
on,
happen.
something's up.
That's possible.
Something is up. I'm not an idiot.
You're not.
Okay, but seriously. I
Okay,
told
yeah.
Maria-
Thank
Me
you,
and you.
over-leveled, rolled really well guy.
Yeah, I have a
Me
strength
and you
of
are going outside while they are all inside shopping. If you would like
Okay,
to
what were
follow
my
us,
options again?
I will know.
Oh, you can either try to like listen for a distance, or try to get closer to
We're
listen.
outside now. They're all inside.
So you would be walking out the door after them,
eight.
or
Attempted eavesdropping.
That's not a
punishment by
crime.
death here.
Depends what town you go to.
She is just standing there.
Look, you either drop the
Loitering.
eaves or you don't. There are no attempts. Actually, if you attempt anything, that's punishable by death. You have to succeed or fail.
Do or do not, there is no try.
Gosh.
It's like, How can you prove that? That's why we have lawyers.
Also, that moment we realized that Yoda was a Sith because he dealt in absolutes.
Yes.
Also,
Hey.
only the Sith deal in absolutes.
Yes.
Yeah, if only the Sith deal in absolutes, does that make Obi-Wan a Sith?
I mean,
Is
obviously.
that an absolute?
Star Wars.
He did say I have the high ground. Who's to say what was high?
Alright,
what was
what do you
not?
want to talk about?
Yeah.
What's
I
up?
didn't say drugs.
I
are
follow
Who
criminals.
are
them.
you?
Do you
Been a
not
while since
realize?
we talked.
Do you
I
not
follow
realize
them.
what just happened?
I'm going to
The
follow Smee.
lawyer that Rhea hired wants to arrest Smee
Why?
because she's using her spells willy-nilly and it could get someone put in danger. That's what all
I'm
this
gonna
was
go
about.
tell her to knock it off. She'll listen to me.
No.
I'm her
No.
trainer.
9.
Oh, Smee. No.
You see what I'm talking
No.
What do we do about it?
Okay,
Give me
now
the
I make
answer.
Maya double aside about the dog.
Not right now.
A dog.
Or a cat.
Nuria,
Nuria.
Oh,
I saw me.
Huh?
They
I
have
saw me.
They have
Pegasus.
steeds.
We
They
don't
have
do anything
steeds.
with
They don't
Smee
have
right now.
pets.
3.
We just see how this goes.
Attendant.
But we're already
Attendance.
shopping with her. Can
And
we just
then-
go home?
Shield and
Everybody is
Fair.
interested except me. and
Okay,
my
let's
eyes.
play this
And
for
the
Toggle.
Kobold.
About
And
the
a
spell
lawyer.
music.
Lord.
Yeah, just keep an eye
They
on
had
it.
a horse.
You're not that stupid.
I
You
don't know if
actually
you
have a
got it
higher
anymore.
intelligence than I
Daniel's not
have.
showing up.
I know, but I
It
don't
used to be
like.
Daniel's horse, but we never used it. So
You can bump it down to a 6.
No, I'm not gonna be a sex. I just think it's funny that I'm dumb.
More like
It's more fun to play.
I'm sure I could donate that horse to
That's-
someone who needs it.
Seriously.
So you steal the horse?
Believe it?
Repossess.
Wow,
Yes.
you're the real
Never have.
criminal.
that
Repossess.
horse has to be back in the tower.
She
of
gave it
War.
to you?
Yes,
It was a
she
while
did.
ago.
Why did she give it to you?
Because
she
I'm
was
the brains of the
closest.
party, apparently.
And because she was closest.
look, your arms are right there.
You want to talk about racism to a tiefling?
A what?
Exactly. You see this skin, this tail, these horns?
They're awesome.
Thank you. Not many people would agree with that.
Are you a dragon?
Not a lot of people have a tail.
Are you a
And then-
dragon?
No.
Then why do you have a tail like her? She's
She
a
doesn't.
dragon. I don't have a
She
tail.
doesn't have a tail. You're hallucinating.
I don't
Your
have
whole life
a tail.
has been a lie.
You have horns. She has horns. You must be a
I
dragon.
don't have horns.
Yes, you do.
Kind of. More like
Frill?
spikes.
Kind of. They're just spikes on your head.
Spikes in your head, which
They're
are
decorative.
generally considered a horn, but whatever.
And the
Doesn't
tail
that make you a
is
dragon? There's also a
Wonderful
tiny dragon
flesh.
following her.
that's a kobold.
It's a tiny dragon.
It is actually. They are related to
A tiny
dragons.
dragon.
It's a tiny
For all
dragon,
intents and purposes.
but
You're just a wingless dragon, like she is.
No, she's like a blue demon thingy.
No, she's just a blue dragon.
I don't know.
she's
She's
a child. She means that nicely. What did I become the mom of the party? Wait.
I honestly
what is-
appreciate
You're
that
her
someone
daughter.
was able to make such a
heard
close
about
guess.
I'm confused now.
I appreciate that someone was able to make a guess as
No,
close
I
as
heard
that.
you, but wait, what?
I raised my hand. Where do tieflings
Wanted
live?
her original character to be mine.
Most
Character's
tieflings
mine.
Oh, no,
tend
that
to
was- No.
wander here and there as
It was an old
outcasts,
concept, that was
or
fine.
they serve
Okay, well,
fiendish
I heard
lords
about
in
it.
war.
Okay.
Because I remember her going
Why?
to you. No, of course she is with another.
Because not many people appreciate creatures with fiendish ancestry walking around.
Well, I can't hold a platter with two
outside
hands
yet?
and open a door.
I've been outside
Where
for
you
a
are.
while.
Oh, hey. Did you know the tiefling isn't a dragon?
Yes, I knew a tiefling wasn't a dragon.
Crazy.
Okay.
It is just is.
I
I
can
didn't
we
know
go back
that.
to the dog?
And I walk
Oh,
away.
yeah. You want a dog?
No.
It'd be so
Are there even
cool.
dogs in
I'm,
this universe?
I'm going to
I'm
say
going to the
I
pet
mean, there's
store. You
werewolves,
wanna come
and
with
there
me?
are dogs in the
We
monster
should
manual.
look at the
Amandris.
dogs.
There are
Raises and
mastiffs.
trains dogs.
Yeah,
There are
dogs.
mastiffs.
There's blink
We get a
dogs.
puppy.
And hellhounds.
You want a wolf?
No,
And
I'm
shadow
character.
You want a scary
I would
dog?
like to flavor that my
We could go
flashback
get
instead of
a
having 5
real
pieces of paper
life
has a
dog. Like
No, we need a
wild
wild
one.
dog.
Oh, yeah.
A hellhound.
No, the wild ones.
Yeah.
What are they called?
Taking
Hellhounds.
notes.
Wolves. We need to get a wolf.
No.
Wild
we go
dogs,
pet a wolf?
hellhounds,
Hellhounds are
wolves.
cooler. Hellhounds are cooler.
Can we go get a wolf? Like a real one?
I I mean,
the woods?
if I go, to forest, spend about 8 hours, I can catch and tame a wolf.
Let's do it.
Morrison might be a little upset, but as long
Can
as I
I
pass
go
it off to
with
someone
you?
else. Oh,
Well,
sure.
I'll take it. And I'll give it to her.
Okay.
Don't tell her
Wait,
though.
why
It's a
don't
present.
why don't I get the dog?
Why would you get a dog?
Because it's a dog.
We're talking about Smee here, who needs a companion that's not a human.
And I don't?
You
You have a horse.
You could bring companions. They're people.
If she bonds to it, she could. So, but I'm basically going to use the ranger's mechanic of spending 8 hours crying in the forest to get a new animal companion. But instead of getting a new one, it's just like catching and taming, like a Beastmaster would do. Wizards, anyway.
It'll be a surprise.
I'm sad that Beastmaster kind of sucks. Yeah. Revised Beastmaster. Actually, I like Revised Beastmaster except for one thing. Don't worry, your pet will never die. Goldfish live forever. It's like, no. Take it like a woman, I guess, and get a new animal. Tame and train these things. It's an occupational hazard. Anyway.
Who's in? Do you think it would be wise to get her a pet?
Not necessarily a wolf, unless you have let's depend on keeping someone around who has
That's what I
training
said.
with
We
wild
need a
animals.
hellhound.
Well, Skilled knows
Or
what
another
knows animals.
I was
And
gonna
you
say
stay
bear.
with us
but-
forever.
You're
Okay.
right. My twin's gonna go over. Actually, hey, disguise yourself as me. Go to this island.
I have a
I'll
better
give you.
idea.
I'll give you a contract and one penny to.
Curious. I'm
Remember that-
curious as to how you think a hellhound is less trouble than a wolf.
I have an even better idea than hellhound. Baby dragon. Think of it. We could fly wherever we want. We have another companion.
No.
Fight things.
No. Right at higher levels, I can turn myself into
That
I
is
can
where
turn the
I
whole
stop.
party into
No.
dragons.
No dragons.
Fine, you don't ride the dragon.
You
drive
could
it.
have
You ride
like a
Pegasus.
baby. You've always
Dragons
wanted
are evil.
Chromatic
Not
dragon.
if
Not-
you raise
Wow,
it.
food racist.
Chromatic dragons are evil. Metallic dragons tend to be on the good or neutral
See?
side.
I lost my home to a bunch of dragons.
They're
They're evil.
bad dragons. There's also bad kobolds, but there's fearful.
Hi!
Unfair people did
She's
try to
so
kill us
tiny,
at first,
she
actually.
can't hurt anyone.
All kobolds are tiny. Look at them.
I activated a trap that stabbed her.
What?
Yeah, you were there.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Good job. You were there.
No dragons!
Kobolds do tend to enjoy traps. I've seen many lawsuits from mining companies about those.
I'll keep
People.
an eye.
Pops up a little bit like.
Do you want to help us trap a dog or a creature?
Oh boy! What kind of trap? Like a fire trap? Or like a spring trap?
I
Hey,
should be
grab
in
that.
jail.
How can tie parent dragons to where we can
We
build
haven't
steel
done
baby?
anything yet.
Who has?
Why would
In
you
our
do
group.
that?
Because then we'd have a dragon.
That is a good reason.
Might
Still don't like the
You're
dragon
right.
idea.
I point out that any dragon you attempt to steal offspring from is going to be very upset.
All right,
with you.
all right. How about we wait
Then we'll just kill
until
that
she
dragon too.
settles down?
Then they're done that, man.
We'll see if she attacks
We
us.
killed a dragon.
How about this?
I see.
What about this? Wait, listen. I got a plan. We wait. And if she doesn't attack us by the next time we get to the next town, we can get her a dog.
Someone
Shouldn't
It'll
start
be
besides
like
my
a prize
character.
for not hurting us.
Can someone besides my
That
character
is,
please
that
stop
is,
us from
that is a
doing
clever
this?
idea.
I wasn't listening.
It'll
What
be.
happened?
We will. If she doesn't attack us, by the time we get to the next town, wherever the next town is, we will get her a prize for not hurting us, like a dog or a cat.
Okay.
We'll get her a
Positive
cat.
Until she
Positive reinforcement.
until she expects you to keep giving her gifts, and then when she doesn't receive one, she tries to kill you then.
We'll just make sure we feed her right.
Well, yeah. I'm super cool.
Wow. What am I, like a rabid animal?
Yes.
I
We are the
seem
B
to
team
remember.
for a reason.
I seem to remember a tiny bird person.
I seem to remember somebody trying to enslave me.
No, keep you from
I
hurting
seem to
yourself.
not remember anything.
Also,
Keep me as a
neither you knew that was a shared dream, so.
I know I'm not saying it.
I know. This is
This
players
is not
talking
what
about
it's
you
about.
trying to enslave me.
It
Please,
will
tell
not
me more.
enslave you.
What is this about?
Apparently, you
enslavement?
don't hear any of this because apparently they didn't say that because
Oh,
they don't
oh.
This
know
is
they
out of
shared a
character.
dream.
Oh.
Yeah, that was out of
They shared a dream Where I gave him all of the decks. And
Oh,
Oh yeah.
And she
And
tried to enslave
He,
me.
she pulled all of the cards, basically.
I
And I
did too.
pulled none of them, and so she just started turning into
It
things.
was like a body horror.
And I freaked out because she looked like she was like suffocating or like falling apart on the floor. So I tied her up so she couldn't hurt herself. Cause
You
she
tried
was
to keep me as a
doing
pet. You
this.
said you were trying to keep me as a
Then
pet.
when she broke out, I tamed her.
Can't tame a
And this
human.
conversation never actually happened.
Yep.
Yep.
I turned into a potted plant.
And had a
weasel.
Existential
I was gonna
crisis.
say beaver, but
I had a weasel.
I have provided for this party,
What?
Does people have a rat?
and here, this is how I'm repaid.
Someone
we're
has
gonna
to.
get you a dog.
Someone has to stop our characters from actually
I'm so
trying to get a
excited.
dragon, and
I
it
saw
can't
a
be my
picture.
character.
Yeah, just get me a wolf.
Where a guy bought
Okay.
A
you
dragon,
can't
do
convince
not
me to
test
do
a
that.
dragon.
right?
Oh yeah, no, I can see that going so badly.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, don't get me a
Of
sentient
course it
creature.
is.
We're
Of
gonna
course they
walk
will.
you with
And,
your
like,
eyes
2 weeks
closed.
later.
We're gonna be like,
Oh,
close
this is
your
like a
eyes, and we're gonna
And
push
so
you
the
into a
rat
dungeon and be like,
actually
get the
somehow managed to
baby.
kill
I should point out that dragons are sentient creatures and will rebel.
So are wolves.
No,
They're not
Wolves aren't
sentient.
sentient.
They're very
They're
smart.
semi-sentient.
Like geese. Geese are very
wolves are
And evil.
wolves are
smart. They are
conscious.
not. Only if they're raised.
Dragons are
evil.
sentient.
But I have two nice and beautiful.
It would be like if someone came into your house late at night, and if you had a child, they tried to kill you and then steal your child and run away with it.
I would kill them first.
And that's what the dragon would do if you try to steal its child.
That makes a lot of sense.
That law degree going good to you.
That pays off.
Kill baby dragons.
No, we're just gonna capture it.
And make
20
it our
intelligence
own.
is not going away. Kill dragons. Don't kill dragons.
Wow.
I mean, if they're trying to kill you and you try to kill them, like that's one thing. But like,
I
don't
can wear it as a
seek
bikini.
them out.
Do you like
Don't
my
seek
bikini?
them out and
It's
steal
new.
their children.
Okay,
Not
this
war
is how to
sport.
spam past the bar. Just that, bam. 100% A. Let's go.
Bar
Don't
exam, here
kill
you
dragons.
go. Don't kill dragons unless you don't break into their house to kill dragons and steal their offspring. Especially that's a terrible idea.
It's
Uh,
also,
But why
it's
do
also
they live in a cave?
But if
Breaking
we
it in.
happen to find
Why
an
do you live in a
abandoned
house?
egg,
Because they were made for me. It was made, and you live in it. What?
You said the baby dragon eggs were made for you?
No, houses.
Oh,
Why do
houses?
they live in a
Okay.
cave?
Oh, and I
was
thought
my
that Sue was a
question.
cradle robber.
Well,
Wow, okay.
she is too.
Having listened to this, who do you think should really be in jail? The one,
Hey.
it's the slaver. This is out of character, by the way.
I
The
didn't
slaver?
know.
Or maybe the slightly unstable person.
I mean,
You were the most.
you all are gonna
unsafe.
need to have close surveillance on you all, but
You
it's
want to
fine.
come?
I'm literally
We're
just...
going on an adventure. Hey, question. Can you read?
Yes.
Do you know what any of those symbols mean?
I need you to make an Arcana check.
Ha-ha,
Also,
suddenly down to business.
We already have
you
the
didn't
symbols,
think
though.
I could do it.
We already know what the symbols mean.
But I want to
I
know
could
if she
use
knows
my
what it
researcher
You can
feat
come out and
for
join.
the sage background to try to find out, or I can figure out what it is. But Arcana check, that would be a 22.
Wow.
That plus 8 to Arcana.
She knows all the things.
Oh, wait. You have high wisdom?
Yeah.
High intelligence.
Oh.
Yeah, I have what's not 18.
So you're looking at these.
The little tiny
symbols.
symbol, or the ones around the edge.
There's one little tiny symbol, but then there's other ones generically there. And I imagine you're actually. She's showing you the C map, not that particular map.
Oh, okay.
Give people's
Um,
attention. This means I
And
get their
you
attention
recognize
in this
this
direction.
as.
Get my attention. Get their attention.
Yeah,
You
one day
actually
Smiley's
studied
going to be
this
standing over your
not too
cards
long
and be
ago
like,
at the
hi,
temple
my name's
as a tower of
Terry.
lore.
What are you doing with your
Um,
No, like this.
You were
Oh,
there
no,
looking
not
up some
really.
legal information
Getting your
from the
attention.
Tower of
That
Lore.
was a Stephen King.
And because you remember
I have
everything
it?
in the last month, you remember.
Of what?
I have two of those.
Oh yeah, by the way, I remember in perfect detail everything I've seen or heard in the past month.
Oh,
That's scary.
Oh, do you have observant?
so
Key
you're
mind.
like Spencer
Mind.
Reed from
Criminal Minds.
Criminal Minds?
so everyone
We
has
never
a
figure out
warlock
what to do with his hair, but
with that ability, I want to make it a monthly like subscription service. So at the first of every month, they dump all the data from the last,
Dump everything.
and remember like from this point on, I remember anything in this month.
Oh.
Anyway, thing.
So-
Alright, thanks.
You are looking at these emblems, and that there are some
You want me to just tell him
these
what they mean?
symbols.
Alright, I can't
It
really
exists in these areas. And there is one
I
relates
don't
to the
need
sun,
anymore.
one relates to intelligence, one relates to charisma, one relates to strength, one relates to not constitution or strength per se, but like exercise, endurance.
Wisdom, necromancy, trap, charisma, strength, wisdom.
And you remember something. You didn't really hear the entire story that when she was giving you info on like why you're gonna harass this person, but you recall that she said something about stolen books and symbols related to that. But you might need more info on those books to really have a launching off point. But you think you might know something.
I'm going to relay my information about the symbols. And I heard someone mention something about stolen books. Not sure how these relate.
We all just point
How
at you.
they relate to the symbols.
Well, you do know that there are.
Would you like to chime in? 'Cause we're all pointing at you right now.
So,
There, go
I
ahead.
belong to an organization that collects.
is it called the Illuminati?
She writes this down for different
Sure.
reasons.
Organization 13.
Uh-huh.
Now I have to go back to the anti-hero's cradle. Okay.
I belong to an organization in Stonekeep called the Library. And it's not your normal average library. We collect and
People.
protect dangerous magical artifacts that are typically
proficient in the whip.
too dangerous to just
Wrong
be
kind of
floating
dungeon
out
for
there.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Specifically, dangerous knowledge. And
Surprised
these
you wanna give
symbols
this information
were in
away.
one of our most highly guarded books, but they were stolen recently. And these symbols were also on her map. Now, we've figured out what these symbols generally are, but we don't know exactly what each one does. And I am trying to both get my book back and stop the thief from using whatever they are for.
Make an Arcana check and a History check.
I'm surprised you actually want to give
Good
this
at both
information
of them.
away, especially to her.
18
I'm
We are pointing at you,
and
but
24.
willing to
Okay.
give this information out.
Thinking about it, religion of powerful magic books being locked away somewhere secure, long periods of time, and these particular symbols. There are areas which are like central energy points, and where a lot of them converge might be where that one symbol, for example, exists in an area of intelligence.
what was the name of my boyfriend?
Radavan.
There we go.
You should read that under enemies. There's a
So, as you're thinking about it,
So did you say this one is related to intelligence?
intelligence. And you recall that the purpose of that is that in that particular area, wizards could scribe their scrolls or scribe their spellbooks without using magic inks or paper. They could just
Nobody's watching.
write it in.
Sorry. What?
However, if you
Yeah,
attempt to
she's
cast a
on the-
regular type of spell there, it's unpredictable because there's so much raw magic surging through the area.
Probably, I think, because nothing's happening.
However,
Things up.
The
No
the books you know of and heard of in the past is the Tome of Clear Thought, the Tome of Leadership and Influence, the Tome of Understanding, the Tome of the Stilled Tongue, the Manual of Bodily Health, and the Manual of Gainful Exercise. And those are books that relate to those symbols and those specific things. You also know that once used, they require 100 years to recharge. However, with places of such a concentration,
They can theoretically be used. as
can
many
either
times
be
as
directly
possible.
be used as many times as possible, or they might
Or
be able
explode.
to
Are
or
we
maybe
fighting
might be able to
Clyde?
be recharged beforehand,
I'm kidding. No.
or
One giant burst.
one giant burst, or like so many ores. But taking those directly to those locations, and all those locations mentioned of the books are there. And was it 4 books were stolen?
Yes.
Yeah, 4 books were stolen, and there are 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 6 books listed here. Having 4 in one location makes it pretty.
Which books were stolen?
Alright.
Don't exactly know. You know that some of these books were stolen. You don't know exactly which ones.
I'm not yet sure exactly which ones, because that was not my area of the library. I'm just sent out to retrieve.
You're the errand boy.
I am...
But how would you know
Librarian.
which ones
It's like the
they
doctor.
are
Only
if you don't know what they are?
They are distinct enough that they stand out. Quite a lot,
I
actually.
can imagine these books would not look like any ordinary book.
No.
You have gathered that the Book of the Still Tongue, the Tongue of the Still Tongue, was not among the books stolen, because who would forget a book with a severed tongue stabbed to the front of it? So, given that detail wasn't mentioned, probably literally any of the other books.
Alright.
Okay, I'm going to relay this information then.
Okay.
Yay.
Hey, magical books. What some of these books, basically the general mechanical gist of these, is they give you charisma or strength or intelligence or wisdom or whatever perks, and plus a little something something.
Well, you know, it would make sense since we discovered that. You know what? You have to swear to keep this a secret.
Of course.
Sure.
Can I get that in writing?
Sure.
Alright. We've discovered that these places can be used to, for instance, the one we went to would allow a wizard to create a scroll out of any ordinary piece of paper. None of the magic, rituals and all that it requires.
While you do know that, that's not common knowledge.
Okay.
Because
so-
of dangerous experimentation and craziness that's happened in the past, it's kind of a suppressed info.
And so, that power being combined with these books, it sounds like somebody's trying to make themselves a god.
Ben smirks.
I know it's not going to be Clyde.
Make
I
a
realize.
kobold god. Anyway,
Kobold god.
People's the one who stole the books.
people was like,
11 stats.
yeah, strength, dex, con, intelligence, wisdom, charisma, honor, prestige, glory, insanity,
Justice.
and
Koboldism.
justice, obviously.
Yeah.
The 11
Um,
stats.
I'm gonna consider this girl trustworthy just because she spoke in my head and nobody really has ever done that before.
I've done that.
Very low standard.
Yeah, but I already had you trustworthy, so we're fine.
That is
Radovan spoke
even
directly to the
lower
heart. She
standard.
spoke directly to the mind.
I know.
that
So I'm gonna.
that is incredibly low standards. I would recommend you raise those.
Okay.
The mind flare
There's a-
comes along. Hey, trust me, I can speak in your mind.
Hey, babe, I can get right in your brain.
I dated this dude called Radovan Drake, and he.
Ooh, Drake is an awesome last name.
Isn't it just? And he turned out to be a criminal, and so I turned him into the police. And when I got back to where he was hiding, the entire warehouse was on fire, and the only thing I could get out of it was a box of stuff from his office, and in the office was the map. I assume the map will lead to wherever he took the tons of money that he had in the warehouse he set aflame. Because by the time the fire was out, there was nothing left, and it turns out there was nothing in there to begin with.
Ooh,
So
we should
he
get Captain
moved
Sue
the
in
hoard
this campaign.
somewhere.
Can I get a description of this man?
Tall, beautiful.
Oh, bro.
Skilled, knows what to do.
Is he a known spellcaster?
Yes. No. Gonna be honest, don't know a lot about him. He was thrusted upon me by my god, the DM.
Okay.
Any
Never mind.
I'm like,
Ben
what?
suddenly Ben speaks down from above.
any
Um,
notable associates?
so you know about this
He
particular
has
guy.
people everywhere.
You know about this guy. For human,
One of them.
kind of tall. He has a woman in every port. Oh, look at that guy. Right. So you call that? He's tall for a human.
Yep.
Dark hair, great talker, wonderful personality. Never shown any magical aptitude, but interest.
Yes.
Had kind of dry skin.
That's relevant, I'm sure.
That's too specific to ignore.
Yeah.
Like he had an issue with dry skin and dandruff, which was kind of like his like.
Wouldn't that subtract from charisma?
That's why it was his biggest like ego thing that he always tried to like moisturize and hair products because like, yeah.
We should get
That's
Which is
Sam's
why he
camera.
has
I assume I
great
haven't
hair.
heard of this
That
man
is
before.
so specific.
Roll a history check.
Was it in the last month?
What was his
That's why I'm gonna have you roll a history check.
What was his first name?
Radovan Drake.
13.
What's
13.
What's the antagonist in The Great Mouse Detective?
Radigan.
That's it. That's
A
it.
name like Radovan Drake seems to stick out.
What?
You haven't heard it, as far as you're aware.
It's a yeti.
It's a
It literally doesn't sweat.
It's
doesn't
a,
make a mark.
uncommon name. You haven't heard of it.
It is
you haven't
one
heard
of the
of
highest quality
his whereabouts.
things you can get.
Tall,
Don't
dark,
doubt
handsome,
that.
charming man.
But still.
You've heard that story a million times.
Move it if it
Hey,
makes you feel better.
For all you know, Radovan Drake was a non-identity. Like that was just a name, a charming, catchy name that some guy just pulled out. Maybe this is his real name, and
Hopefully, it's
You know.
awesome.
but like don't really know.
In short, Serenity Callahan is not convinced.
I would not be surprised at all if he was the person that stole the books in the first place.
I was considering that.
Okay, now you're in too deep. You have to come back next week.
Which might make you a little irritated that I was dating the guy that stole your books, but that's
Well,
up
if Daniel
to you
keeps
to
not showing
decide.
up, we'll just kick him.
Well, it
I was dating the guy that stole your books.
might have. You don't know if it's connected.
Might have.
Most likely.
Most likely.
Well, I will.
He could have written a symbol.
Well, you know whoever
map.
stole the books had
He could have
some
also-
code of honor, and from what you've told me, he doesn't sound like he has a code of honor.
No. He could
Because he-
have had
he
a
was
code of
hot.
honor.
Because he checked out a book on lockpicking. He mugged somebody who had a book on lockpicking. Then he returned a book on lockpicking.
Yeah, before the due date even.
You know that doesn't sound like something
not
that
lawful
somebody who
useful.
burns down.
He could
Only
be a
when he
thief,
was
warehouse would
like,
do.
stealing from
Well,
another.
you took it out,
person.
and I need it now. That's more of a chaotic neutral thing to do.
I was just
Whatever.
wondering if you had any information on the map that maybe we might not have, because you seem like a pretty smart lady.
Ooh. Roll a. I'm gonna say a survival check.
Wait.
Ooh.
Wait. What does that spell do? Wait.
You might have granted her the wrong power.
What
How
spell?
much do you love me?
A lot.
Will you go get it? Yuri?
Oh, no.
I'm not gay.
I was thinking clairvoyance was something.
Oh my gosh, this is the bargaining chip here. Whoa.
Are you allowing me to be gay?
Fine.
Yes! I will get you
I was thinking
much
clairvoyance
liquid
was
as
something
you
else.
want.
Oh, okay.
That's all it
It's
took.
not.
Are you serious?
I'm gay. No?
There's,
Sorry, it
is
was
there
a really
another
dirty
spell
joke.
that allows you to
It wasn't even.
Stop that out.
find
and
things
Clever
that does not
joke.
detect person or item?
Locate
I feel like there's another one that's not this. That's a broad that encompasses both
Scry.
of those. Scry, that's what I'm thinking of.
I'm sorry, but after
So
all
you
the
said survival?
medical
Survival.
comments, I want her to be good.
That is a 10.
10. Look at the map. Again, she gives you the same general info I've been giving you. In the sea, southwest, probably. Specific coordinates, no, but ocean, southwest.
Thank you so much. That was so revealing.
I didn't spend much time in cartography. You don't use it a whole lot in the court of law.
Fair enough.
Or literally anything.
But when you do, you hire a specialist.
Okay, we live in an uncharted world. Cartography is a active profession.
Find the sailor.
No, it's gonna.
She's already left.
Might
Yeah.
recommend a woman named Miranda.
Has she?
Yeah. Yeah, I had you guys leave
Oh yeah, we left
Stone
at the same
Keep
time,
when they set sail.
Yeah.
just so we would not.
Just so that you guys
interact at
could
all.
not meet.
Smart.
Unless we go to folklore, or they come to us.
I mean,
But that will be.
If you want to
in
go
the
to
future.
folklore, it's a one-way trip at this point.
Yeah, kind of is until
Hang on, let me check the Bards MacGuffin.
is the wait. Have you guys killed the Kraken?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not a one-way trip
I'm
at
sorry.
some point in the future.
We didn't kill the Kraken. We humiliated the Kraken to oblivion.
I'd like to note that a level 2 cleric
Yeah, no.
gave you 2 free rounds.
Yes, he
Oh
did.
yeah, so let's
First
start
I'm like,
with-
you know what? I can just fudge the roll. Kraken saves. I'm like, you know what? Hey, first free round, you guys need a hand, right? Second, I'm like, you know what? The dice gods have spoken. This is happening. Third natural one, I'm like, the dice gods have decreed the Kraken is gonna have a rough time, but I'm holding out for that runaway. And then there's the tower explosion. I'm like, look, the tower either kills him or he gets away. Aha! He gets away. Auto hit arrow.
Okay, so that story about True Sight and the Kraken, yeah, I told that to a DM friend of mine. He just could not stop laughing.
True sight, can't see through fog.
Of all the things, True Sight can't see through. It can't see through fog.
Yep. Anywho,
That is an exploit to remember,
Mm-hmm.
like ever.
Oh yeah.
yeah. Alright, so. So. What else are you guys doing right now?
Training. Me and you. No.
Maybe
Sure.
you are
Someone-
training.
I get
Need
paid for the
someone- something I need to cast.
blacksmith check shit.
Did,
Did we say
didn't we
Are
come
you
out
hoping
getting-
for me to attack you?
There's like 50.
You or anyone, I
Yeah,
need to use objection.
I think did I?
What is
did we
objection
write
again?
it down?
I don't know. I think you also bought some
Can't do
stuff
it
too.
again? I can't remember.
You bought the.
I
you
have
bought
used
the
objection.
amulet.
No, yeah, I remember.
tried to
buying
use
the
Dense
amulet,
Legalese
the
on you.
amulet, but I was just wondering if I ever.
The
did.
lawyer
so.
lady
Air
said that my
pressure, that kind of
charisma
thing.
wasn't
Yeah.
great. So I want to train harder than ever.
I mean, it would. but
All
it would
right,
be
Goku.
any
Sounds
kind
like
of
an
action.
anime.
It would.
I mean, are we just an anime at this point?
Yes.
Even more so than Bard's MacGuffin?
Definitely. Bars MacGuffin has not had a bathhouse episode.
Yeah, I was very unwilling in that.
You want to show something?
Technically, still holding out for the love triangle.
Just imagine if a certain clown had been in the bathhouse.
Oh my!
Oh.
That would have
Thank goodness she exists in another dimension.
For now.
That's up to Micah and me. And there's 2 no's going there.
Yeah.
Alright.
Aw,
So.
We add on to our training for the day as well.
training.
Training.
Sure. What are you guys training again?
We are
Languages.
Language.
Language.
Yeah, we're doing.
All right, we are at 11 days training.
Awesome.
Elven, and I'm doing wisdom.
How close are we, Ben?
So
I'm
we're
gonna
at
say when you hit level 8, if
Mhm.
you keep up with constant training, I'll let you add a +3 to your, was it strength?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And charisma?
Send him straight to a 16.
No.
Well, send me straight
To
to
a-
a 13.
To a 13 so we can
Oh.
multi-class.
Oh, +3. Okay.
I'm multi-classing into
Plus
a
3
barbarian.
to
Yeah, strength.
stat, not the
Yeah.
modifier.
Oh, yeah.
I start as a bard, I go insane, I become a barbarian. Slash bard.
And
Add
we're
to
at
what
grade
list?
9, right?
We're learning languages, and then during my extra 4 hours, I'm doing wisdom training.
what annoys me a little bit is that they do give like a clear sense of progression for language. Like it's 200 days, you learn a new language.
Yeah.
And then for skills, it's like, yeah, that's a thing you can do. Cool. Like, I don't
It's
know.
up to you.
As they're
What day are
doing
we on?
training,
Nine?
I'm writing notes and letters and sending them out for warrants and
Okay.
notices to keep an eye on people and keep an eye out for people, and if things get out of hand, please arrest certain people. And
Okay.
Can I make a perception check?
She's in a different room. She's in an
Okay.
office.
I've
Yeah.
gone back to my flat and I am.
I only paid her for the day.
I'm pulling a
day's
Hamilton
over.
right now. I'm writing like nothing else.
So as the evening comes
I'm
to a
assuming she
close,
went back home.
is there anything you guys want to do or anywhere you want to go?
You hear the final song from the bard who we hired.
I would like someone to attack someone so I can use objection.
Oh
No.
my god. I run up and hit her with a hand axe.
Oh, it has to be
It has to be
a
hostile.
saving
Has-
throw
No, it's attack or saving throw.
for objection.
Yeah, please.
So just out of nowhere.
Objection is you change
Here,
their safety
Corbin,
seat.
go
I threw
attack
It
her.
also
I
says
threw
something
a
about
pair airplane
makes an
at
attack
her.
or.
No, that's
Unless I read
just,
that wrong.
Just send the
No, no.
flying
It's
snake.
if
'Cause
they
apparently
make-
those are urban encounters.
So it's a spell attack.
spell attack
forcing a saving
or
throw.
a battlemaster attack
Got it.
that gives a saving throw.
Got it.
So
Ben,
yeah.
just throw a flying snake at her, because apparently those are urban encounters now.
So,
Our first encounter.
first random encounter, city random encounter, flying snakes. She rolls a natural 1, kills our bard. Bard's like, I had Thunderwave, I could have killed them all. And we're like, you know what? We're just gonna zoop back up.
I was so feared.
Oh, also because she has sweeping attack.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, you have sweeping attack. She's like, dang it! So we zoomed back and we started.
Well, she didn't even start
And
with
then I
the
kill, like,
fire wave.
Almost
like,
all but one of them that
Fire
she had
breath.
already
Yeah.
killed.
Now
The
I
Thunder Wave.
Nice.
always.
Yeah. Low levels, Thunder Wave is overpowered.
Mm-hmm. You guys run by XP here?
We do.
Oh, good.
Here.
Oh, speaking of which,
In
for
the
those of
special
you
realm.
who competed in the,
Surfing?
All of them.
Drag race.
where is my,
Limbo. Volleyball, because that was so many rolls.
let's see.
How did you even do volleyball?
Rolls
It
upon
was,
rolls
it was
upon
athletics
rolls.
checks. It was contested athletics and acrobatics depending on the scenario. So for basically spike or hard hits, it was athletics. And if somebody screwed up and you had to save it with a dive, that was an acrobatics check.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That must have been very boring.
And if there's 3 hits on one side, you lose that round. Anyway, so for surfing, Narya, you get 75 XP for that,
Okay.
and everyone else gets, except for Torn, because
Torn doesn't
And
get
me.
XP.
You didn't
gets
play.
50.
Yeah, I know, except for Torin and me.
Torn
Oh.
transcends XP.
Sandcastle,
I wasn't a part of.
Rhea gets 25 XP from the sandcastle. Smee,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna be generous here with how I've been rooting this thing.
Alright.
Basically, how I've been doing it is for the gold amount. For everyone who competes, you get half the gold amount in XP,
Mm-hmm.
and for whoever wins, they get 75% the gold in XP.
Hmm.
Since Limbo was worth 5 gold,
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you 5 XP.
3/4 of an XP.
Okay.
For chicken, Team Draconic get.
Does that include me?
No,
No,
her and
those-
the Team Draconic.
5
You don't
XP.
play
You
any
get
of
5
those
each.
today.
I now have 14,805 XP.
Eliana, who all competed in the fish eating contest?
Eliana
all of us
and the
did.
kobold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fishing?
I think all of us
fish
did.
No,
eating.
it was
Fish
fish
eating.
eating.
Fish eating? We all did.
No.
Did
I-
you? Was I there?
I passed out in the first round, though.
That's right.
Uh,
no.
Eliana, you get 7 XP,
Wow.
and everyone else gets 5.
Okay.
And then
14,810.
Wow. You're growing.
Not really.
Barely.
And definitely not height-wise.
Just by breathing, you're just getting XP.
Plus 1 XP. Plus 1 XP.
Like 0.5 each time.
Plus 1 XP.
I'm looking up the thing. Oh, screw you! I don't want the mathematical formula. I just want the answer. Okay. For the drag race, Eliana, you get 375 XP.
Wow.
Everybody else gets 250.
Wow.
Okay,
How
so
much
I
did
have...
get?
Jeez, okay.
What did you say,
15,000...
I have it. I just
How
use
much
it to
did you
make
say?
250.
375.
The spell cards.
Yeah.
15,060.
Item cards actually.
Basic mathematics is
90.
it's really good at it.
15,060 XP.
I'm
Alright.
at 15,130.
What? Oh, you said out of all of those events. If you perform a song about Smee, I'll give you some XP.
Yes.
I'm fine.
Oh.
Aw,
We have a little-
come on.
Can we get mugged maybe? Because I want to do some stuff.
Oh, geez. I have a long way to go to
I'd
level.
like to
How
just
much did you say you have?
show off my whole
50,130.
one
Okay,
Well,
that's
look,
right.
if you guys go to
15?
another
15.
either hotel shenanigans or another bathhouse
You would be so far
shenanigans,
ahead of us, it wouldn't be
you'll
fair.
have opportunity.
15,237.
hotel shenanigans. Why don't you guys get in a bar fight?
Because
so that I
you're
can
already
arrest-
sending
so that I
out
can
notices
arrest
to
you all.
outlying towns to, hey, this person's
We
gonna
don't
be a
know
criminal.
That. She's doing it at her house.
So, as it comes to an evening, what are you guys doing?
We were
Apparently
trying.
getting
Well,
in a
we
bar
were,
fight.
We were training, but I guess we could
Training.
go get in a bar fight.
I swear, this is Andrew.
Eliana,
Yes.
I challenge you to a duel
Let's go.
at a children's card game.
Yes.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
Heck yes. I haven't gotten to fight you in a while. Let's do it.
I'm proficient in cards.
Really?
I am too.
That's
So
a thing?
how does that
Yes,
work?
it is
Hey.
a thing.
Hey, Naria.
You can
cheat
play card
better.
games together.
Not Naria. Eliana.
Yes.
No, I want
Solitaire.
Let's
Oh
go.
my God.
Double solitaire.
Yeah,
Competitive
let's go.
solitaire.
Let's go.
Objection.
I wanted to
Sustained.
actually fight.
That means
Do
you
want
agree
to
with my
actually,
objection.
like, pull out weapons?
No,
That
that
means I
means
get to
dismiss it.
object.
Okay.
No,
That
that's
You need to
overruled.
agree, yeah. That's
Oh,
overruled.
overruled. I know so much about lawyering.
We haven't had a chance to fight, and they're too small.
Let's go.
Who's too small?
They
What?
are.
Oh.
Yeah, but
yeah, don't fight.
wait,
I feel like overruled.
are you gonna
I have
dual
more
wield
strength
great
Yeah,
swords?
I look at that, but that's
Yes.
a judge
I
thing.
would
Okay.
attack
Oh,
as the
that's-
8d6
yeah.
damage.
That's
So I
why I
was
have 3
sustained, so
attacks.
overruled.
Isn't sustain just
Okay.
too?
Yeah. Let's go.
Also, yes, but that
I
goes
get the max
on
damage
field
for that is
projection.
48.
We'll
Okay.
get
So your
friends
projection can be
to
sustained.
officiate.
What is your HP?
Not
And
officiate.
since it's a D on bar, like, yes, you do
Yeah.
bypass the.
So it's the DM
So
saying
that-
sustain.
It's sustained,
That's my response.
but not for the. Yeah, it's just because it was
What?
the follow up to the
Yeah.
pun.
That's
Yeah.
my
No, I get that, but what?
I need to get from
Stood
if
up
I'm
for a
going to
couple
use sustain, I'm
seconds.
going to
Well,
get
yeah,
some
sure.
combat
Rosie
spells
stood up for like
because
2 minutes.
Oh, good.
That's the
I
longest
have-
she's done it so
I
far.
do have Hellish Rebuke.
That's
Then we want to
huh.
fight.
Okay.
We
so,
want to duel.
Dual wield.
Just for fun.
I mean, not dual.
are you hanging around the party for a bit now?
That means either
Okay.
it is some kind
So-
of infection or some kind of worm, or that putting her stationary somehow
Means that
stabilized the
antibiotics are helping.
well, that or it stabilized whatever's
So,
going on.
Eliana, Naria, I'm just gonna say you're at the beach.
The split
Why
screen
not?
makes life
Sarah's
Squishy
there as well
background.
for her own amusement, and so she can screw one of you guys over, specifically you, because you're the only one who has safe DC
Can we
abilities.
say,
Oh yeah, I don't.
Well, I mean,
Wait, what?
maybe
How?
someone sees them fighting and starts enjoying the fun. Not just like, you know.
Torin,
Hey,
would you like to join
Yeah,
in?
Torin
Because
has no
practicing.
DCs.
in
He's a
your
badass.
bar.
too.
No,
It has one DC.
Barbarian.
It's just strength on the critical hit. So.
no. Come
Yeah,
join.
and he doesn't even have those yet, does he?
No, I don't have
What
those
do you
yet.
mean I have a DC?
Because we're gonna fight. You
your
can find it fun.
straight. What are your?
I'm just gonna watch.
His breath weapons are DC.
Your breath weapons are DC.
I'm just playing. He wants
Your
to join in, so
maneuver
he
save
can stop
DC is
you.
15.
Okay,
You
I
have
gotcha.
parry,
Kill him.
lunging attack, and rally. I don't know if
Stop
those
her.
use DC, but you have fire breath.
You stop her.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
I was
someone
trying
else
to figure out
does.
what the point of DC was. I'm like,
Yeah, difficult
why?
class for them to try to beat your thing.
Yeah.
All right, both of you roll initiative.
Fast dice.
15.
9 plus 4. Untouched.
Less than 15.
Less than
13.
15.
So, Nari is going first.
I pull out my dual great swords and rage.
I certainly hope this isn't for anything more than fun.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I rage.
I'm not a part of this. Stop looking at me.
Alright.
Is this normal?
Yeah, we're playing.
They do this all the time. It's
They sleep
That's
in
how
the
they
room.
train.
They can only take it for so long.
I
I'm
train
18.
by
Oh,
doing
I go to
exercise.
attack you. I have 3 attacks against you.
While they do that,
That's
You
good.
die instantly.
And your last attack doesn't. You don't add your hang on. Yeah, you don't add your proficiency. Dual wielding. You don't add your proficiency, or you don't add your proficiency.
You add
and
your
strength.
proficiency.
You don't add your strength to the offhand unless you're.
And she doesn't himself.
Then you don't have your modifier.
So your last attack is straight roll, and then just do straight roll damage.
Okay. First attack 22.
For armor class?
Yeah.
I hold
Okay.
person in case
I'll
you guys
wonder
remember
that.
that. As a weapon.
Don't worry, I can stop them as well.
10.
No one does
Are we
hit.
are we going to be laying down any
one
kinds of
just
ground
straight
rules? Melee weapons only.
A
Mine
4.
works down, so
That one doesn't hit either.
it's
Oh, first attack's 22.
Okay, what's the damage?
Damage is.
She gets angrier than me.
It's 2d6
she's about it.
plus your strength plus your rage
I am
damage.
aware.
13.
Plus your rage
Are they
damage.
sparring for coin or merely bragging rights?
Just for
Fun.
fun.
Okay.
As I pull.
But yes, great.
Okay.
And they think I'm
Because
unhinged.
no ground rules were set,
You're gonna blow fire at me? I'm
Eliana's
raging. Go ahead.
gonna. So.
She's gonna blow fire!
Objection!
Dang it! Okay.
Do your thing.
So what does it do?
What does that do?
So for the fire breath, you have to make a DC.
You have to roll.
Yes. What's the DC for the fire breath?
13. Or does that go up as I level up?
It should be proficiency plus.
When did you get it?
I was reading.
It's a
It's
level
a,
one.
it's a racial trait.
Yeah, so it
So
was
it's
level
probably
1
not
when I
much
got
better.
it.
I
Dragonborn.
think the damage was. I don't know if the DC does.
Well, because it's based on your proficiency modifier.
Oh, is it? I don't know how good it's
I love goldfish.
Yeah,
I play exclusively
8
with-
plus
with
con
reckless
for
attack.
proficiency.
I found this
What's
YouTuber
your
who
proficiency
also
modifier?
loves goldfish,
3.
and we share a bond.
So that's
And my con
11
is 4.
plus, it's 15.
15.
Actually,
okay,
it's
And I love corn.
just con plus proficiency.
Wow, that's
So what was the
crazy.
total? 14?
They make
Total
jokes about
is
themselves all the time.
15.
15?
So did your brother. Don't follow in his footsteps.
7.
She said she
Okay.
liked cornbread.
The save DC is now 7.
Everybody likes cornbread.
Safety
Plus
is now 7.
Don't write that down.
Yes.
Yours is 15.
I know.
His.
He said 7 right as I was writing, so I wrote down the 17.
So, the ability objection is he gets to roll Bardic Inspiration against your save DC.
Okay.
And
So you have to roll a Dex save.
I do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
Save.
Because fire breath.
Oh.
Don't,
But now-
worry, don't worry, I made it easier on you.
You have to beat a 7.
A dexterity
hold on.
save?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you add to her
Dex
DC?
saving throw.
No.
Or subtract
18.
from
I
her DC?
subtract the
18.
DC.
Yeah. You
So it's kind of like
So-
You had to roll
even
high.
fire resistance.
it's kind of like cutting
And that
words
happens
except
again.
for DC.
So it's a quarter of
Huh?
damage.
So it's like cutting
Yeah.
words
But I
but
got
for
an
DC.
18, don't I just miss it?
Yes,
No,
cutting
you-
words but for DC.
Well,
Save is you take half damage.
How do you want to do this? Because it's a 3.
You take. So that's
0.5?
total 3
What?
that you damage you rolled. You rolled 3 ones.
It's a 2d6.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2 and a 1.
So that's 3. 3 half is
One.
1. 1 half is
1.
0.5.
Yeah. Is it a minimum of 1?
Mhm.
Yeah. You take 1
I
damage.
just can't wait till we get into the combat
Okay,
account when I
wow.
can
So
use
that was
fireball.
my
I'm
action.
itching
Well,
to
crap.
use it.
What?
What?
Grady has. Let's see. What does Grady have?
I want to throw 8d6 at once.
Ha! Ha!
I need
Ha.
the power.
Ha! Call me when you're throwing 10d10 around.
When did you do that? When did you do that?
Twice.
When?
First against a couple of ogres, and then second
The
time
tower.
against the Kraken, the tower.
So the
And Torin has
fire
chance of
breath
taking
was the
0 damage from
action.
it.
I still have my
Because Shield
extra
Master is
attack,
overpowered.
No, because you have to.
That
spend
does sound
action.
overpowered.
I'm gonna go with yes because it's stupid. So yeah.
Okay. So I can still attack you with a greatsword.
I feel like Dragon Breath is kind of shoved to the side.
Yeah.
Versus the action casting time.
17
What's the
plus
amount
7.
He has the decanter
So I
limitless
can roll
lava of the
again?
No.
decanter of endless
This,
water.
I'm hitting you with my
um,
greatsword.
and
What
also
is
he
your
has them with them.
AC?
16.
16. So
Sorry,
I
I wasn't-
definitely hit.
Paying attention to what you were doing.
So I hit, and you get 8 damage. Plus, sorry, wait. Plus.
But doesn't that half?
No.
No.
You didn't save against my attack. Now I'm hitting you with my greatsword.
But because of rage, she halves it.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So 4.
But plus 4, so it would be 6.
Okay.
Total 6.
Total
That you
6.
take. Are you happy you used your blade?
Yes, I used all of my things.
Okay. I want to action surge. On your turn, you take one additional action on top of your regular action and possible bonus action. You must
You
finish
made
your
Smina
load.
speech stay stressful. Smina will never forgive you for it.
So, I'm gonna get to you 2 more
I
sword
don't think
attacks
that's gonna
on you.
change your relationship at
No.
all.
And then
Or will
Archer.
it?
Nope.
16
Mine's 16.
plus 7.
Smina begins
hit.
to attack with
Yeah.
renewed
Okay, so
rage.
that was the first attack.
Still waiting for you to do something
8
nice.
damage. Half 4. So it's 6 again. Because I
Smina will
rolled an
never do
8
something
and
nice
it's
until
plus
the rage
4.
changes her
Oh,
attitude.
yeah, okay.
So
You
that's
started
6
the
damage for
attitude
the first one.
Sick. Or miss.
And then that one hits again.
It was in reaction to your
And it's
attitude,
6.
but I will admit that
So,
Smina was the
I
first
rolled
one to be
8, and so it's 6 again.
I chose Vision Mockery.
No, because I tried to be friends with
Oh no, you
first.
did.
No,
You
but in
did.
the city, you should have protection.
I do know that.
Hey, I'm gonna say for sake
I mean, I
of
just have to
time
aid
and
yours.
for the duel,
About.
first one who gets the half health, we'll call the fight there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fireball.
Probably will be me.
3 attacks coming your way. Nat 20. 6.
Don't forget you can reckless with the attack.
I can. I don't need to. Because we're just working.
6 d20 rolls.
Oh, I have haste.
D20 rolls. More than plus
What does haste do again?
Is 13?
You get an extra,
That's right.
and you double your speed.
And 14.
I got that as part of additional magical secrets.
Alright, so I
That
got a
one's
nat
fun.
20,
That was
so
fun.
at least
Anything
one
less.
hit too.
120-foot movement.
Isn't that
What?
critical? Doesn't that
Critical is you roll the damage dice twice before you add a modifier on that attack.
Wow, that's
So.
So you roll
46.
Oh, yeah, 46. Where did it go? 6, 2.
Are we done after this mock battle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close enough, yeah. If you want to text your dad.
Yeah.
5.
Alright.
I can't math.
I'm gonna tell
Wait,
him
what was it?
we'll leave in about 5 minutes.
The music is too epic for this mock battle.
Alright.
A little bit.
Considering since we're doing halves, I'm pretty sure she's gonna end me right here and now.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is the end.
Alright, 29 damage.
Oh yeah, I'm done.
Really?
Yeah. I have 47. So literally if you just hit me with 29, it would be over. Alright. Good job. As I go limping away.
That was fun. Let's do it again sometime.
Uh,
I got
Maybe
maybe
not.
46 health
Cool.
What's your hit
with all
point
those
maximum?
attacks. What?
What's your hit point maximum?
My health?
Yes, your maximum.
65, yeah.
65?
I'm hecka strong.
Listen, it's kind of inside. It says my max is 55.
Really?
And I'm a
Voice,
bard.
you really want me to
Something's
sing?
wrong.
You're.
6 times?
What's your level? You're level 6.
I'm level 6.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Average is 5.
Uh huh.
6 times 5.
30.
No, but it's 5 plus con, which is plus 3.
So that's
8. 6 times 8 is 48. Plus my starting.
Dang.
8 plus 3.
It's 11.
11.
Yeah, 48 plus. I should be at 59. Why did I write 55?
Did you remember to roll up your hit points last time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm at 65.
38.
That's my health. And my speed is 40. Unless I'm scared, then it's 50.
I did something wrong then.
That's awesome.
What level are you?
6?
Yeah, my hit points are 38. I think you did something wrong.
My hit points is
Yeah.
45.
I mean, if you're a bard and you're
Okay,
you're
give me
level
the
6
numbers
bard,
again.
Okay, the bard is 1d8, yes?
Yes.
see, what's your constitution?
Plus 3.
Okay,
So start-
I have 0 to constitution, so
Oh,
that might be something.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright. So, Skilled and Nisa, and I'll keep any other friends later here. Skilled and Nisa, Thieful, and I think that's the gaggle that Nisa's controlling at the moment.
Oh, that's
And
her
Pegasus.
3.
Her three are having a guys' night out away from all of you.
That's wise.
They're all married,
Question that next.
so they're not chilling on the beach where people are going like spring break madness. They're like finding a quiet book club or something.
Nice.
Like retirees.
Yeah. You now have a new friend.
Who I like, because she's fun. And she spoke in my head.
Anything you guys want to do?
Yeah, that's
you
not
guys
good
want?
criteria for finding friends. Like, in D&D, that is really bad
I
criteria.
know what your next level's
Yeah.
gonna be, and it ain't bard or barbarian.
Who?
What? Wait, you multi-classing?
Old one, great old one. Hello, I speak in your brain. Follow me.
Run.
Run.
My
I don't have the
character.
prerequisites. I don't care.
I don't care.
My character is weak to psychic and thinks it's really cool.
Abilities.
I can make you immune to psychic damage. I'm in.
Heck yeah! Then I'll be immune to everything.
Literally read minds.
You know, I could multi-class into so
I
many
don't
things,
think
but I'm choosing barbarian.
Yeah.
I could just multi-class right now with a charisma of 16. Like, you know how many things use a 13 of charisma to be their multi-class thing?
Why are you going to barbarian then? Just because you're going insane?
I just felt like it would be a good choice. It just makes sense character-wise.
Alright,
Alright, I got everything I was looking for. in
She
this
does not
you
have
wanna go back
discipline
to
to
the
do anything
inn?
else really. And warlocks
Sure,
have
if we can
magic
check
sugar
the
daddies,
boat
so.
when they're leaving tomorrow. I don't know.
yeah, okay.
We're not staying around.
Yep.
Where are we going?
I don't know.
Like you made
Southwest.
a face at me, like, but
No,
I really don't know.
seconds of
We're
dead
going
silence.
southwest.
Yes.
Great. We're hopefully
That's where
running
she
to
is.
land at some
Oh,
point.
she knows to me? Oh,
Yeah.
that's right, she is.
Should we get like floaty life jackets because we're going on the ocean?
You can probably check that out tomorrow.
Okay.
That might be.
There are no life jackets for the strong.
Says the not barbarian.
Very smart one.
Yeah, that does not match.
I know how to
They don't-
swim.
Good job. Did you practice today?
Yes.
Nisa's like, wow, I had fun. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Wow, I forgot about Lisa.
Skill's like, I'm gonna head back to the inn unless we're gonna do anything else tonight, and they both start heading home.
I'll go to the bathhouse.
Okay.
Sure, I will too.
I'm
I'll get
already
to
in a
the inn.
bikini.
I'm
I
down
haven't
for
changed.
bathhouse.
Okay, well in that case,
I'm gonna jump
crowd
around.
all the minis.
Really?
Yes, we must. I made it, and we're gonna use it, even if no one can see it.
Grabbing her.
Can you grab some?
Gonna go bathe in a river. Not going to the bathhouse.
Come to the bathhouse with us. It was fun last time.
You still
You
have
got
the
all
sentence,
drenched
so-
in water at a bathhouse. It was exciting.
Yeah, exciting. Can you sense the sarcasm
Come on.
dripping from my voice? Is it readily apparent enough for you?
What are we talking about?
I don't want to go to the bathhouse is what I'm trying to say.
But it's fun.
Not really.
It's just a
We
bad.
get to hang out in the warm water. We're gonna be in the ocean for forever. You're never gonna get clean.
Move
like
all the
this
related
again.
minis in there. Are you going to join your friends?
I've lost.
Fulfill the
Where's
anime
my-
trope?
I mean, it's not
Poor
yet. It's
English.
not
Coming?
12 o'clock yet, so
Alright, put her in. Is
You
she
are under
coming?
contract.
I am still under
Yeah.
contract.
Oh, so are you coming or are you following her?
We might need a bigger bath.
Wait, where are you going?
We're going to need a bigger bath.
Where are you going? Because
Where
your
are
job's
you
to follow
going?
you.
I'm,
Come to the She's just coming
if
to
she
the
if she
bath.
follows You know what? Actually, she's the one breaking the law
You know
here.
what?
Because she's stalking.
You know
No,
what,
she's
Serena?
doing
I'm
her job.
under
She's
contract.
To
She's
stalk
doing her
somebody
job.
who, against their will.
She didn't ask. I didn't know you had a will. Did you think you were going to die?
What?
You had a
No.
will?
You're turning into Logan now?
You're also not in private property. She's currently just following your group of friends.
Yeah.
What if I went off on my own? Then would it be considered stalking?
Then you
Not if
wouldn't
it's in,
get a.
not if it's in public.
Tell you what, if you come to the bath with us, I promise to not dunk water on your face this time.
Wow, how generous of you.
Hey, she can make that legally binding.
Yeah, make it legally binding. Rhea, this is how it shall be worded. Rhea shall cast
Sign
no
here.
spells on Smina, and Smina shall cast no spells on Rhea.
Shall cast no create
While in the
water
bathhouse.
spells while at the bathhouse.
Shall cast
today.
no spells
Today.
How about
today.
How about the contract is just the bathhouse is a no spell zone?
But then she can't
But
get
then she has to agree to it too.
I'm going to agree to it.
She's
That's what I'm saying.
to join us. No.
Okay, fake, sign your name. No spells.
Viciously attacks paper with pen.
Viciously mocks paper until
Includes cantrips. Okay.
name appears.
All right. In that case,
No spells.
Skill joins as well, since the whole group's
She's
going
already
over
in
there.
there.
Cool.
Yay, we're in the bath. This is exciting.
Anything in particular you guys do, or do you just chill out, have a good time?
It's just
Hey,
a bath.
Rhea, we
It's
didn't get to hear your backstory.
Oh yeah. No, we didn't.
No, we were all talking in circles and you didn't.
Well, I think we're clean now. You think it's time to go back?
No,
I
we
mean,
just
we
got
did make that
here.
feast. Yes, we did.
It's
And it's
Rhea
already,
being dodgy.
It's already a blast. It's been great. Sure, I grew up in the Feywood, and I have a family, and then I came here, and now we're going on an adventure.
Spectacularly
Oh,
vague.
I'm not the bard. It's telling stories.
And
is your job.
apparently you're not much more.
And you're not
either,
doing
from
that
what I
either.
hear.
My expertise is in documenting and writing stories.
Do you
Nope.
like lore?
Yes.
God?
Not well. I don't really care.
Well, because they
Honestly.
document everything. Don't they? That's what they do,
What,
right?
The
Lore.
librarians?
That's kind of his whole thing is
Lore.
history.
So wouldn't he be like your god? Are you religious?
Oh, good question.
As much as anybody else, I'd guess. Not
She's
as much as a
super
cleric.
religious. You guys should like each other. You like doing the thing that she worships.
Does finger guns.
Yeah, I don't like her.
But you like the
like
same
either, so
thing,
there.
hobbies, you know?
Let me put it this way.
No. I
Two
don't.
soldiers on the opposite side might like fighting. That doesn't mean they like each other.
But they could fight together. It would
But
be
they're on the
exciting
opposite
for both
sides.
people. Well, then they could come together by fighting. I don't understand the issue.
I'm
here.
done.
Okay, a bird and a dragon. They'll fly. But is a bird a dragon? Is a
I
dragon a
don't
bird?
think a bird likes flying. I think it's mandatory for the bird to fly. That is not the same thing.
I don't
A
think
bird
that's
can
the
hop.
case at all.
Look, an owl bear is both an owl and a bear. Oh, which came first?
The owl or the bear?
He screams because he is hungry.
He screams, but he has no mouth.
How does he do it?
Oh.
Dibs.
I'm sorry, I'm referencing literature from the 60s.
Sorry. That was what I really got.
So yeah, it was fun. I was in school. Now I wanted to go on an adventure, and here we are.
Okay, what about you, Sarah? You've been with us for like 2 minutes. What do you think?
Most of it.
Do you think we're crazy? Do you think we're a fun party? I like to think we're a fun party. This is my first party. It's pretty
I
fun.
prefer to hold my judgment
I prefer the parties with balloons.
until I've collected all the evidence needed.
Evidence.
It's a legal term.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna leave that there.
Okay, if you are playing this stupid,
I'm playing.
change the stat. Because Because it is not fair for you to play this stupid and us have to suffer it, and you still get the
played this
bonuses.
stupid today.
I mean,
Maybe
Yeah,
she's only pretending to be stupid. That's kind
Look,
of what I was doing.
she's probably
She
got
bought some
sunstroke.
brownies when she was on the beach from this hippie druid guy. They may have had something in them.
I also went and bought some hard candies. If you all want one, let me know.
The sun
thank
isn't
you.
the only thing that baked her today.
They're at the bottom of my purse, you know. I was also in a dress, in quotation marks, because it's not a dress.
You're in
Boat
quotation
fan.
marks?
Yes.
That was the name of the ship that she was wrapping the sail in.
Quotation mark.
It wasn't a very clever ship name. It didn't have very clever sailors either.
Since they gave the boat to me to pull on sand, how did they think it was going to get back in the water?
You
Oh, it was
pull
dry docked before repairs, so.
You probably made it worse.
Honestly,
Anyway,
it was
if
missing its
nothing
entire
else is
bottom.
going to be happening, I shall leave.
Oh, okay. Goodbye.
I would like to follow.
I want to stay in the bath for as
Also,
long as
how many
humanly
hours is it
possible.
until midnight?
You're now approaching, like, sunset a couple hours ago. It's now, like, 9, 10 o'clock.
I follow 5
2
feet
hours
behind
free.
for giggles.
I'm under contract.
I don't think that makes this legal. A hitman is under contract. But does that make what he does legal?
I'm not doing you any harm.
It's true. And you're public property, so.
She whispers
I am
from
public
behind,
property. Is
you're
that what
on-
you just-
You are on public property.
I don't think that makes it legal to follow somebody.
I can
don't
go.
know.
I can go for wherever I wish. It is entirely lawful for me to walk anywhere in public property.
Okay, I head to my room in the
We
hotel.
fist bump.
I will
This
head to
is-
the hotel and stand outside the door.
And just knock on the door every 30 seconds.
See,
Would she happen to share a room with anyone?
we're all sharing a room.
Yeah,
We're all
everyone's sharing a room.
So-
Do I have
come
permission? Do I have
on.
permission to enter the room?
Yes, come visit
Heck
with me.
yes.
Thank you.
I'm sure this breaks some sort of bylaw.
No,
I
she's
was
my
invited
friend. She's
in.
coming to visit.
I was invited in.
So, how
This
long
is
have you
the
lived
legal
here?
equivalent of
I
I'm not
cast
touching you.
invisibility on myself.
I'm in your room. I'm
Goodbye.
out of your room. I'm in your room. I'm out of your room.
She's casting invisibility on herself.
Do I have a
Yeah.
locate person spell? Wait a second.
I mean, I have detect thoughts, so I can follow her wherever she goes.
Oh, I have locate object. It's the same thing.
Could
I
locate her
leave.
clothes.
I cast detect thoughts and follow.
Okay.
I'm heading to the police.
I'm also heading to the police.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
The dumbest chase. I know.
Oh, okay. 25.
25. You find a guard who doesn't see you. And you easily are able to tell roughly, like, okay, there's a guard station, but there's a literal guard here. There's a guard station not too far away.
I go to the guard station.
Okay. You are invisible.
Okay.
I do not see you.
Before going in, so as not to scare them, I take the invisibility off. I am no longer invisible.
As you're walking down the street, and you're visible, a couple guards. Oh! Don't do that, please.
Please help me. This person is following me.
I apologize. This
Oh, hi, Sarah.
evening.
She says she's been contracted to follow me. That's gotta break some sort of law.
I was hired to I was hired to hang around this
A
woman's
potential criminal.
party and make
She's in our party for the day.
rude comments here and there. It's harmless fun.
Hi, I'm Rhea.
She
Hi.
is stalking me. I have told her multiple times to leave me be.
Look,
I'm also-
okay, look,
I'm
how
also-
long is the contract for?
It's only until midnight.
It's an hour away. Okay, look, just don't do it again, and
Of course.
don't follow her into, like, private things, anything private that she's rented. Don't like, walk onto any of her own property, right? Don't actively trespass, right?
Yes, I'm aware.
I yeah,
probably know the trespassing laws better than you do, son.
yeah, probably.
I've
Also,
slipped a light. Can I slip a light during the course of this lecture?
can you what?
Slip a light during the course of this?
I mean, sure.
Okay.
You can make a stealth check.
You know, Eliana and me made a feast while
Ooh.
you guys were out shopping. Do you want to come over for dinner?
Total
I would
15.
enjoy that.
Okay.
Total 15.
Yes.
You begin
do.
heading
And
out.
feast
You
in
still
celebration
detect
of our
thoughts
victories.
heading a
I'm
certain
gonna
way.
continue
you
cooking because we didn't follow you.
What's your passive perception?
You wanna help me cook?
11.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you don't see
What should
her
we make?
where she's going.
I know how to make
Uh,
rice.
Is there any way to
And
get rid of
meat.
him detecting?
But at
the
this
thoughts?
point, Ray, I did invite you directly back.
Yes.
So I'm going.
It's
For our
almost
feast of
time.
victory.
It's almost time. It's
For our feast
Your
of
boss just
victory.
invited you back. It's probably okay to.
Yeah.
I roasted a pig. We will feast.
His name was Trevor.
Oh.
That's
Want to taste human?
I can.
I made a casserole. It's okay, guys.
Oh yeah, Trevor exists in this game too, but a different Trevor. All
All scumbags
Oh,
are named
I
Trevor.
helped
Yeah.
make like chicken and fish and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's just
I literally just rolled.
just trays of meat.
this
There's
and
no other sides.
nature.
It's just meat.
So I just rolled a d20 and added my
Oh, we
nature
cooked earlier.
as a way to figure out like.
Well, then we cooked
her
together.
And you cooked again.
assistants help carry your phone.
Would you like to come home?
What are you, Hannibal Lecter?
Would you stop doing that?
So creepy.
I can hold it until I hear her laughing and I lose it.
But trust me, I could be worse, as I'm sure you all heard and
Yes.
saw.
Yes.
Yes, very much so.
Yes. It's great.
Smee, come eat.
At
We
least
have
someone
food.
appreciates.
It's all
I
meat.
can't hear you. I'm far
I'm
away.
gonna walk outside and yell at the
That's
top
like
of my
my
lungs.
I'm
favorite
far away.
Smee, we have
ever.
meat. Come eat.
I watched it
And then
like
I
3
walk
times
back
already.
inside.
I'm far away.
Oh,
Why
A half
is
hour
your
later,
build-
I walk
I'll
back
listen to
outside
it
and yell
have
it
some
again.
Funky dreams.
I eventually come, I guess.
Not because you hear me yelling, but just because you were coming
And
home.
woke up to the fight
Yeah.
scene, so that was a little odd. Woke up, I'm like, what the heck am I? Oh, right.
I think it's
Was
past 2
it,
weeks.
was it me who woke you up
No.
Probably.
and I got shot?
Oh.
Is this what you want?
So you enjoy a lovely dinner. These poor, reckless children care nothing for their guts, and it's all red meats and no vegetables whatsoever. There are some herbs and seasonings, but their poor digestive tracts. You know, if only they had a mother who cared to teach them.
Me and her cooked earlier.
It's mainly meat.
Yeah.
It's mainly meat.
Alright.
I don't know how to make any vegetables. Maybe you added some.
I'm an
but
elf.
Not nearly.
Oh,
enough.
you
No.
don't eat meat.
Yes, I do. It's just like only if it's like a
Gone over
necessity.
here.
Don't
Vegetables.
elves have pointed teeth?
He's proficient in
Probably.
cook's utensils.
Pointed ears, not teeth.
Yes, I know, but they
Pointed
Yeah,
have
noses.
pointed teeth.
Pointed eyes.
It's pointed.
Guys.
Pointed
They have
everything.
pointed everything.
They are 1 point.
Oh, the dirty jokes.
How
did you even mention that?
I'm not gonna extend that one. So
Nice one.
just think, I'll tell you.
Stop trying to create that route.
So,
Be good
as
with
you
him.
guys are
That's
preparing
pretty
to
creative.
rest for the evening.
Oh.
Okay, of course, go ahead. I forgot. I have a gift.
Oh, go ahead. Start with that.
Rhea, I was at the
Yeah.
store and I found the coolest thing I've ever seen of all time ever.
What was it?
It's an arrow. But the man
There's
said
lots of
they are indestructible. I couldn't even break it. I was
Really?
trying all day.
Do it right now.
Seriously. It just doesn't break.
Go ahead and roll a strength check with advantage.
With advantage?
That's her ability to break things. It has advantage.
I rolled 2 19s.
Okay, what did you add?
You are trying. You are flexing. You see the veins rippling. And
Oh, I thought you were gonna like
I thought you were
break it.
actually gonna break it.
so
Like,
as
what's
no, she's like snap. I was wrong arrow. This one. She's like the female bodybuilder. She'll see just
like purposefully flexing
Yeah.
everything, but you're just
Like
doing
the
it
snap
naturally.
really gets my leg.
I
and
poke her.
like it is hot. Like
The muscle comes back to poke you.
if you were to like flick a small rock or point, it would bounce directly back up and take out an eye. Like it's so tense right now.
Are you sure you guys wouldn't have rather do this in the bathhouse?
Please, we're all still wet from it. I
I-
didn't try
Oh
off.
my gosh.
I come in and just
Oh
go
my
to
God.
sleep.
You didn't even want to see me flexing?
No.
Really?
Everybody quiet.
Oh.
No!
Oh,
You ruined
I'm gonna
beach
go
day.
smack him with the head.
You ruined Beach Day, Miss. So I don't want to participate in the
You-
surfing competition.
I want to be by
I gotta go
myself
surf-
because
swim
I'm
by
an
myself.
introvert.
I wanted some time alone on the beach. You hired
Introvert.
somebody to stalk me.
I hired someone to document your day as a gift.
You know,
Uh-huh,
what
yeah,
real bards
yeah.
do.
It's you
It's
who
like
are
a
having
court case of
problems.
legal notes.
Yeah, right.
Here,
I
today it's
got
been
you
documented.
2 of them because I didn't believe the guy.
I have a copy
Why?
if you like.
Because I
carbon
wanted you to
paper.
have it.
Why?
Because your other arrows break a lot.
But it's not my birthday yet. It was your birthday.
I don't know when your birthday is.
Me neither. It's November 16th.
That's a long ways away.
Yes, it is.
Mine's
We're in
October 22nd.
March.
And
We're still in March.
Yes, we are still in March.
That is not mine.
So you have 2
Oh, if only I had
unbreaking
mass
arrows.
suggestion.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for the lovely meal.
Oh.
Says, yep.
By the way,
bad
I'm
things I
using
would
the
do
pen
October
that you
31st.
broke.
Hmm?
I'm using
Like
the
a
pen
Moros.
that you broke.
Yeah.
I.
Like, oh my god,
Oh,
this
my
is so
character's gonna
difficult.
be born in
Oh,
October. That's
in this universe there is no 31st. All months of 30 days.
Okay, well, 30.
Sweet.
Okay.
Whose birthday's coming up next?
What's your birthday?
It was originally March 17th, but I moved it, so I don't know when.
Oh, I was about to say this is gonna be today, but no. What'd you
don't
do?
know when.
We
Where.
ruined his day.
I can't remember.
No, he
You
switched
wrote
Yeah,
it.
it
today.
down.
He switched
If
it.
you cast,
Did
if
you
you
write it
cast
down?
mass suggestion, you'd have a hard time with that because I have counter charm, which means they all have advantage on that saving throw, and I have
How can you
objection.
not
So
know
But you have to use counter
what
charm
day
in
is?
advance.
This
which
is
the
out
stupid
of
part.
character.
And I
I
have to
can't
spell
remember.
magic.
Write it. Didn't you write it
Didn't
down?
you?
That's
No,
true,
I'm
that is,
saying.
Yeah.
Out
I
of
don't
character,
remember.
I have
Originally,
So
it
if
was
you're
March
going to a Dragon's
17th,
Lair,
but I changed
and
it.
just
Didn't you
rock
write
out
it
on the
down?
way in.
Nope.
Do
I
an
think it's on
advantage
the
on
calendar
fear.
now.
Oh, Ben.
Also, the dragon knows you there.
yeah.
Okay.
Check-
yeah.
Oh, I was about to say, check the calendar for when Jacob said his birthday was.
I can't remember what I changed it to.
It's Ladies' Night Out.
I think it might be in October.
So you guys are, I think I have it still written down as, I don't know. Anyway,
Oh man, if it was today, I would have much cause to be mad at you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you didn't
Well, I
tell
couldn't have
us.
done it if it was your birthday.
Oh. I could have guessed that. May 4th.
May 4th. Oh yeah,
That's coming
right.
up.
that's right. That's right.
Skilled says to you guys as these come up, well, I think I'm gonna leave tomorrow. I've been looking into I've been looking into ships that can take me westward. Yeah.
Where are you gonna go?
Well, to the west, there's a small island of supply, and then there's further west a mainland. I've been told to maybe avoid the most convenient port there and find sail a little further ways to a country a bit more to the north, since they're apparently not very accepting of people of our kind, height perhaps.
They're racist to height.
But I'm gonna continue my quest, find who I can, either to find my clan, and I can't find my clan, to find other Goliaths who have wandered out with no clan of their own.
Oh, that'd be good.
Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Skilled, and thank you for being the most tolerable member of our party.
I'm sure Mortian was tolerable too.
Please
Oh,
take
yes,
your bear
yes.
with you.
I want to
I'm gonna
hug
miss
the bear
you
goodbye.
guys.
Okay.
I love the bear, and I love you.
I'm gonna hug the
Run
person and stay very
away.
far away from
Well,
the
I'm
bear.
sure we'll see each other again sometime.
Unless you die on that island.
I'm gonna give you and the bear a big hug.
Okay. The bear's not in
Either way, I
Yeah.
will be cuddling with the bear for an hour before you leave.
Okay.
Just the bear.
Yes. I have the bear totem. I have to. It's my blood.
Yep,
It's
not
not
fair.
your blood, it's more like
It's tattooed
Man.
on my arm.
And it was a naturally occurring tattoo too. Do you know how hard those are to get?
That looks
Impossible in
exactly
the real
like a bear paw.
So, it's all sad and stuff, and you guys have a nice night, and we're gonna end
Never suffer.
right there.
this podcast here. Anyway, I'm Ben Anderson.
I'm Kelton De La Cruz.
I'm Corbin Poole.
I'm Gabriel Poole.
I am Jacob Dean.
I'm Michaela Lime.
Yeah. So, bye bye.
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 She spoke over me.
What?
She spoke over me.
Just say your goodbye.
And